Ah, there we go. Mm-hmm. Yes, there we are.
Ugh.
Good morning.
Morning. How goes it?
Very well, sir. I have learned to do new things that I hope to show you today. We shall see.
All right.
How was your week?
Pretty all right. Struggling to think of anything noteworthy.
That's a good thing, especially around the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing much bad or good happened. Let's get into the game.
You've coughed once. That means you have a COVID variant.
Yes. Actually, I think I've just had just allergies has been going on since probably longer than when COVID started, but you only really notice it when there's a global epidemic involving coughing that you realize, I do cough a strange amount, don't I?
Yes. That first
And
week, it was all on the news. It was very awkward. No one wanted to sneeze or cough at all, and when you did, you looked horribly embarrassed, like you had just murdered somebody. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Okay. I had the worst anxiety attack of my life yesterday.
I'm sorry. What happened?
It's an anxiety attack. It goes against any reason.
fair
It
enough.
just happens.
So nothing triggered it? It wasn't just like the existential dread of...
Nope.
Oh.
It just happens. Without
Just
rhyme
hits.
or reason. Yep. And it was so bad I have pills in that situation. I still feel it a little bit, but otherwise I'm pretty good.
Good. Well, I know what will make you feel better.
Being slapped around by a gray ooze.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were doing.
Are you taking a look at your character?
I will in a second.
No sweat.
Did my sheet change?
No, your token. Look at your token.
Yes. I see it.
Oh, it didn't select you. Hang on. I tried to move it off of you, but... There you go.
Oh no, I'm gooped.
Yes. I spent a long time on a gooping.
And at least now you're prepared to do a Ghostbusters themed session.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Oh, we're pretty fresh. I forgot. We
Yes.
have all the spell slots and everything.
Yes, you are, because you will need them. I gave you a genuine challenge, and I filled it with everything that everyone requested, all module long, including the sex demons.
Oh, great. Oh, no.
I listen to what my players tell me.
I just hear Cenobite adjacent material and think about it.
Everyone has their own note page.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should ask, how exactly do we handle learning spells that isn't through leveling up? Do you do the whole
Oh, yes,
roll arcana for it?
There is the roll arcana rule. You'll look at the little learn a spell activity during downtime.
All right.
Yeah. This isn't like Kobold Presses, where you have a little scribe machine that automatically copies the spells over for you in Zobek. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you ready for a gooping, Gordon?
I am ready for gooping.
There you go.
Some good goop.
think we may need to give 15 minutes courtesy to the 2 people running late.
How have I forgotten for this long to update the feats? I know what they are. I've had them in Pathfiller this whole time, but I just keep forgetting, oh yeah, I need to put a string of like 3 feats actually for one of them.
You will need those to survive.
Spellbook Prodigy isn't going to be super helpful in this dungeon, I have a feeling.
Despite my best judgment, I keep taking mental feats.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure Oozes will appreciate that. And constructs.
And the mindless undead that we're probably certain to find quite a lot more of.
Don't worry, there's intelligent undead too. Those are politicians. What's 4 more years to an eternity?
I imagine Geb doesn't have term limits. If it does, or if it doesn't, if someone tried to propose that, how quickly would they be killed?
Oh yeah, that's right. They don't. Yeah. Yes, capital punishment is regular punishment here.
I mean, mindless undead won't be an issue very soon.
But you're gonna learn some Taylor Swift songs?
You can say that. I will learn this.
What?
This. I linked it.
Oh, I thought you said I will learn fist.
No, this, but I linked.
Hijack undead. Oh! You become a hacker
Yes.
for undead!
Mm-hmm.
This is basically the engineer thing from Starfinder, but for undead.
Yep. Once an hour, but it's solid.
Holy crap! If the target is equal to or lower than your level -3.
Yep.
Controlling creature also rolls a saving throw. The undead uses the better result. Okay, so if you go up against a necromancer, the minion gets 2 saves. Okay. Huh. That's kind of neat. It's 3
interesting.
actions.
Yep. It's like a summon, except you know, instead of summoning, you take over.
What is the range on it?
A melee strike. I have to melee strike something.
Oh, that's it? Oh, man. That would be so much useful if it was the 30 feet like the Starfinder ability.
Yeah, but my companion now has 1 free action. I can still move up and use 3 of my actions to do this.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you're a Bard Cavalier.
I am. I'm a mounted bard.
Mard.
Yes, you can go with that. A... None of these work, really. A brider? Like a bard rider?
Now remembering the only feat I hadn't decided was a skill feat because, hoo boy.
I really miss having skill focus. That could help a lot because that +3 translates so differently into this system because a +1 can mean so much to getting a crit or not.
I just wish I could use a skill feat to get a skill increase. Which
That
I
would
don't
be-
know how busted that would actually be.
I think you can do that with perception.
That would actually be a general feat, Uncanny Acumen.
Yeah. But
I
yeah.
just know
Okay.
that the skills that I need are a bit stretched thin for what I want to do, both from like a character and actual build standpoint. Because I like to be good at society and diplomacy and other such things, as I try to work on that more with Joral's character. But also, I need Arcana or I don't learn spells. And I need crafting because I want to be a lich, and they make you learn crafting for that. I'm stretched mildly thin.
But couldn't you just hire someone to make the soul cage?
Yes, but also the archetype dedication does require expert crafting.
Ah, I see.
I think it does actually require that you make it. Let me see. Actually, I'm curious.
I imagine that being a conflict of like old liches and new liches. Like, back in my day, we made our own phylacteries.
Yeah,
Not the store-bought ones from Walmart.
Yeah. Yo, youngings coming in with your hired crafting checks. Back in my day, you had to stretch your skills thin.
Oh yeah, it was. The requirements are living creatures, 6th level spells or higher, expert in crafting, and you need to complete the ritual to become a lich and craft a soul cage, which implies that you have to do it.
Hmm.
Also, spell gem is a nice feat if that would be allowed, and that requires legendary in crafting.
Let me see. What is spell gem? Because that sounds like Starfinder also.
It's you put a gem in your head, and when you get the spell, or when you get it first as a 16th level feat, you get to choose whether it has repulsion, scrying, or true seeing notched into it. At 18th level, you can heighten whichever spell you chose to 7th, and at 20th level, you can both heighten whichever spell you chose to 8th level, and regardless of whatever it was, you can also cast an 8th level spell turning.
Oh, I see it now. Uncommon archetype, lich. Lich dedication. Inspired by the degenerate demi-liches your kind sometimes devolves into. Yeah, this is fine. At level 16, you're going to be doing other stuff anyway.
Lich as a archetype is really weird, because, like, the whole Lich Soul Cage thing is pretty nice. Also, kind of weird in how it's worded, because they say that in order to use a Soul Cage, you need to hold it in one hand, which leaves room for a concerning interpretation of you have to be holding the thing at all times.
Well, you could always graft on extra arms.
Yeah. But then, like, every feat after that, if you're a wizard, which one is it again? Drain Soul Cage is astonishingly good, and that's it, really. Because Drain Soul Cage is when you drain bonded item, you do it with your Soul Cage now, and instead of choose a spell that you have prepared, it's choose a spell in your book.
Yeah.
Any of them.
Nice. I'm a sorcerer for one spell.
Yeah. But then after that, a lot of the feats are either making your Soul Cage cooler, which the weird part is if you do have to be holding it at all times, that's suddenly not very useful. I can hide it, but also I need to be holding it. Also, the advanced undead benefits feat for Lich is remarkably bad. It makes you do more damage with your unarmed attacks and makes them negative damage. It gives you critical specialization with it.
Yeah, because of the draining touch and everything. Yeah, I remember. They also get an aura, don't they?
That's if you're a master in intimidation. And also at level 18.
Yeah, I don't know what James was thinking. Liches don't belong at the end of hallways.
Yeah. I will say, the more I look at some of the necromancy stuff at the higher levels, the more some of it doesn't make a lot of sense if you actually look at the numbers for it. Like, sepulchral sublimation is a metamagic feat that's it's a neat idea of you choose one undead minion you permanently control, and you can just make it blow up. And in exchange for that one action metamagic and the loss of a minion, you can cast a necromancy spell from a spell slot of a level half of your minion's level or lower, just for free. It's a free spell slot.
It's free real estate.
The problem with that
Per minion?
is, well, you only blow up one minion, so you get one spell.
Yeah, per
The
minion.
problem is minions, when you're level 14 and taking that, for the minion to be a high enough level for that to feel worth it in a combat scenario, that's a lot of money.
Per minion.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Clockwork
Your house
Reanimator
is
isn't-
filled with minions.
Clockwork
Do you want to
Reanimator is
come
kinda
work
broken.
for us? It's a limited time employment.
One of
Incentive
isn't undead
bonus.
yet.
She's basically Hot Topic undead.
Yeah.
There's like this Hot Topic at Geb, and it's nothing but undead accessories for the quick.
Cool skull face paint, and yeah. That's it, really.
Oh, Nithis is having a seizure again.
Yep. Remember, he is the god of magic. He has PTSD from when he burned his face.
5e tools it is.
Alright, with 1 minute left to go to courtesy time. Hang on, let me see what he's saying. With about 1 minute to go, what is your verdict? Do we go ahead with the optional dungeon? Do we do something else? Or what do you guys want to do? Tell me your input first.
Hmm.
Do you want to give them more time, or what are we doing?
What's happening? Are they just running late?
They
Or
are
do we
they
not
are
know if we're
the
having them today?
the corporations have them right now, even though it's the weekend. Yes.
I know Lex, it looks like we have no real idea when they'll be able to join in.
Mm-hmm.
But you just ask. Just speak crash. You got an ETA on that?
Yep, yes, that's the right thing to do. This is communication. My secretary powers only do so much because I RSVP these spots like a week in advance, mostly if I remember. I mostly remember. But when people confirm, I know that emergencies happen, and it's just like, oh, well, we need you to work the weekend. Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, I say in general, if we're missing 2 friends, then we should wait for them.
Okay.
We could probably take a great ooze with 2 people, but also that might not be a good
3.
idea.
3.
Oh,
Remember,
3, my bad.
it's at 30 initiative, and it gets that 1 free strike.
Yep.
I mean,
I
we
don't
can
like
make it, but
losers.
I mean, like, in general, my policy is if 1 player is missing, I still run, like I will later today, but if 2, then
Okay.
I don't want,
Yeah, same.
that's just my general policy, is what
Okay.
I'm saying.
I agree.
So 2 for weight. What's your opinion, Faz?
I'm also in the weight camp.
All right, we'll give it another 15 minutes. But after that, if neither one of them shows, I'm afraid I'm going to have to call it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The old
Very
30
fair.
minute. If they're not there by 30 minutes, you're legally allowed to leave rule.
Yes.
That reminds me, because I've thought about this like every session for several weeks now, and said, "Oh, I'll type that up after I wake up," because I like go to bed as soon as we're finished, and then I don't. A thing I've been planning on doing with Durloff that I keep needing to bring up is there's an item in Book of the Dead. I think it's called Feast for Hungry Ghosts. Does that sound familiar to you, Bramble?
Yes, actually it does.
Yeah, it's the does a bunch of stuff, but part of it that would be interesting to him is the fact that if undead eat it, they are satiated. Like, oh man, I actually feel like I ate a meal and am full for 24 hours. If Drill ever has access to both the resources and money, he would like to try and figure out how to make something similar to that. That's just that part, and less of all the other fancy things. Like, just hone in on the food for undead people. Just as a thing that he thinks would be useful for, really in general, honestly, for Geb. Also part of the plan of, I'm going to try to make some parts of Geb that I think are shitty less so, which would probably be easier if here's an alternative, not even saying is like, oh man, we should not eat people anymore, because he isn't stupid enough to think he could do that, but just as a, hey, here's an alternative, at least for people who are a new ghoul and maybe aren't too keen on the idea of eating someone alive yet.
So
And also...
No, go ahead, finish.
Oh, just that idea of trying to work on that, and if you wanted to do that as like a story thing, just wanted to bring it up of...
So, in Empire of Ghoul, one of the very first things I had to explain to the players was, in order to make the campaign work, The concept of ghouls needing to eat flesh of sentient creatures could not be overturned. As the DM, that was the infallible rule under all circumstances, and it went into explicit detail that the campaign itself, the setting itself, and the society itself will not work if an alternative is aside from the living flesh, like synth flesh. I think Lander's character tried that at one point, and it's just
Soylent
like,
Green.
yes, Soylent Green was actually people. It backfired and made the living crave the living flesh too, but I digress. It's one of those things you have to accept in a fantasy setting, is that it would be wonderful and idealistic if something like that could happen, but the story calls for it to be immutable. So I have to say no.
Fair enough.
Also, on that same coin, the concept of Empire of Ghouls was to destroy all the living, which would... I don't know why the undead would want to do it, but basically turn the world to a place of eternal night and kill all living creatures, thus destroying their food supply.
Undead are usually kind of destructive in a fantasy setting if they, like, get a cool society going.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
We'll see if this campaign takes that turn, but I hope not, because it didn't explain why they wanted to do it. Also, between ghouls and vampires were not considered true undead in ghoul society, because in order to feed, they didn't have to kill their victims like ghouls did, so no one considered them to be true undead. And they had to live in the ghettos in the White City.
Rambo, before I forget, you see in general I posted the @
Yes.
Can you change in the description of the only video that I've edited so far?
Yes.
That's my YouTube handle.
I can do that, yes.
Thank you.
That's what I asked for when I posted it.
Yes, now I have it.
Yes.
I reclaimed my account on Monday because we did the first stream of Candlekeep Mysteries playthrough, which we're now doing.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we've had zero
sounds fun.
initiative in those 3 hours.
Oh, God.
No combat.
No combat, because we were introducing characters, we were going over lore of Candlekeep, they were talking to important NPCs, getting their first adventure hook, and by the time they got into the actual dungeon and triggered the first fight, it was already 3 hours long.
Yeah. Sounds fun though.
No sweat. Okay, it's done. It's in the description, sir.
Thank you. I also made it through the entire 3 hours with my avatar on.
Oh, nice, nice. It could turn its head now?
Mm-hmm. It's
Awesome.
fully done. Well, no, not fully done.
Yeah.
I still want to rework my mouse movement from from just moving to sound. I want to actually do shapes to it, so
Okay.
I can silently smile and it still moves. As I found it.
I need to give
A
you
desirable feature.
I need to give you a copy of mine once you're done and see if you can do anything to tweak it a bit. Right now, all I do is frown and grump on mine. Which is basically all a bear needs to do.
I mean,
Don't you roar too?
No.
I
No.
thought it was a roar.
Bears don't roar.
but yeah, just
Oh.
get me the PSD. I'll spend some time eventually again in 2 to 3 weeks.
No sweat. I'm in no rush for it. And if Disney is to be believed, just like horses, they act like dogs. So they bark.
Bears?
Yes. If you never watched Brave.
I have watched Brave. That's not what I was taught.
I feel bad that we might not be able to get to play this week. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay.
He said 20 minutes from
I see.
now. Okay, so it'll be 45. All right, until then, do you guys want to talk about what your character's goals are, or... We know Faz wants to become a lich and change society for the better.
I just don't want to go back to the sex demons.
I have bad news for you in this dungeon.
No.
I have very much bad
The
news
sex
for you.
demons?
As a DM, I listen to all player input.
I genuinely don't know what Tatters would strive for. I mean, I don't think Tatters even comprehends having a goal, being a minion his entire existence.
Well, let's say you guys are going to be traveling in overland travel fairly soon.
Well, that's gonna blow his mind.
Is everyone familiar with travel rules and things like reconnoiter and surviving off the land or otherwise? Traversing hexes, hexploration.
I remember something about Bonmu.
Yeah, Banmu was the watered-down version of it you did every half hour. I'm talking about 25-mile hexes per day. Not half an hour, let's walk here.
Nope.
I would definitely review those rules for next time. Because Reconnoiter is going to be very, very important in order to find secret locations and stuff hidden in the hex. Also,
If my
go ahead.
constructed nature means that I'm a living creature, but doesn't specify whether I need to eat,
I don't think you
do I
need
need
to
to
eat.
eat?
No, I don't think you need to eat. You can choose to eat.
Yeah, it
'Cause
kind
you
of
could-
doesn't specify.
You can consume potions and stuff. It didn't specify for Warforged at first either, but it was pretty much determined by Keith Baker. Never sleep,
Oops.
never eat. So I always default to that for artificial life forms in fantasy setting.
I do have the
Androids,
construct trait.
yep. Androids have that too, but they need to eat.
So Lex doesn't need to eat. I don't need to eat. Does or Ren? Yeah, Ren needs flesh.
He has
I need to eat.
Well, yeah, you and Jarloth need to eat normally.
Mhm.
I think the biggest issue is going to be Ren.
He's figured that out with the timeless salts and the bag of holding and whatnot, which is
Mhm.
fine. But that doesn't solve the underlying problem that if, you know, he goes somewhere where undead aren't welcome, which may not happen. As opposed to the Empire of Ghouls, where if you start with an undead character, you're pretty much hunted down. I feel like this did it better, starting for undead characters. Whereas where Cobalt started the campaign, they actually had to release an addendum and an article saying, don't make the first character undead, which would have been helpful if they put it in the book.
Yeah, I don't see any way of helping in food terms.
So there are items that can generate food and water. You could possibly invest into them. I won't spoil anything, but maybe there's something campaign specific that could help too.
My players invented themselves a way of feeding. They have for my Strat game, one of them is a vampire. And they found this moss in a wine cellar that's actually eats temperature, so
Yes.
it makes everything cold. And they made a double, like they bought a bigger potion of healing and a smaller one. They staffed like one water skin into another.
Yeah.
And used the moss as a layer to permanently keep it cool.
Is it
And
is
on
it
top
brown
they
mold?
cast Gentle Repose. Yes, it is the brown mold.
Oh god. That sucks out heat from everything it touches.
Yep. They actually used it as a in an act of terror. They combined some of moss with a small alchemist fire because if there's any outburst of heat, the mold eats it in an instant, growing massively. And they put it in a town mayor's house with a tripwire,
Oh my god.
so that the alchemist fire explodes on the vial of moss, so the moss like starts eating the entire building. It murdered a lot of people.
The good guys.
Yeah. Yes.
Sure.
They're not a very lawful party, no.
How about you guys? What's your analysis on your alignment so far?
New faces?
I think chaotic neutral is perfectly on Tethers.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think I'm probably like lawful evil. I guess.
At this point, I'm gonna say true neutral myself. But there have been a lot of killings.
That's true.
But most of them were the gang. Most.
Well, yeah, most of them are undead.
That part doesn't matter so much. It's that it was directed at the gang.
Yeah. A few bank tellers. Well, wouldn't we be good guys in this society, technically?
Yes. Yeah, you are
So
good
would
guys.
we all flipped on its head?
Yeah, you pretty much are part of the enforcement right now. You're part of the government.
Yeah. So exactly. So we'd be more like lawful good, I guess. But by by these societal standards.
No, definitely not. No. Not after Anti-Kiev.
Oh, well, that brings everything down, I guess.
Which, if you were wondering, no, the module did not play her up as much as I did. It's basically just one random NPC in the bar, and I figured, like, oh, I could give this, like, a point of reference for everyone who's been here before, someone to actually talk to and get information. Yeah. Nope, we're stealing from the cash register. Yep.
Man.
I've been muted for longer than I am aware.
I was wondering why you hadn't said anything. I was about to prompt you.
I'm just saying that I've been, I didn't even get up out of my seat before all that started.
Yep, same. I was enjoying my apple juice from a sippy cup.
I'd tased 2 people from a sitting position because that seemed like a good idea. Let's not try to kill these gentlemen. Okay, they are dead.
Oh, you mean the
And now
actual
the
fighting?
bartender is dead, and that set the tone for the rest of that day.
You killed one of the most famous composers in all of history.
We had one survivor of the criminal element in that bar who managed to survive for upwards of 2 hours. Well, actually, no, they were technically still
Did-
alive.
Yeah, Kadoli didn't kill her.
No.
Technically still alive.
Yeah. Probably tortured, but
Right in front of
Did
you,
not
too.
want to be.
no, I mean like probably in the gibbering halls being torn apart. Is what I mean.
That comes later.
Yeah, that's out of our. She's out of our hands. The paperwork has been signed. We have the copies of the turnover orders.
I do feel bad for those guys, though. I don't like it when people get their free time taken away from them, and it's just like, well, you have to work Saturday.
A friend of mine has been told that that's just going to be mandatory from here on out in his job, making soup. So he's looking for other jobs.
For soup?
It's a big old factory.
Oh,
Well, not a factory, but a plant.
yeah. I've got the ice cream thing where I'm stuck right now, but that job ends on the 31st because they're closing down. I think they stopped caring at some point.
A lot of people do.
It's gonna be so weird, man. Suffice it to say, at New Year's, I will have an extraordinarily large amount of time. For the 31st of December, if no one has plans, I will offer in most of my Discord servers either Strahd must die in one night again, or I haven't done that in quite a while, or I could do Plague Stone. I've got a lot of stuff we could do, actually.
I just had vivid memories of how the Curse of Strahd campaign I ran for about a year ended.
We did it in one night.
Well,
We've been doing it for half a year now.
Oh my god.
They're only about to turn level 7 next week.
I think Quaid dressed up as one of the 3 wives, and
Nice.
Strahd crit failed his perception
Something
check.
like that, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, honey, stop killing all my other wives. And he's like, oh, I'm all you need. And she just went, or Quaid just went on like a murdering spree of all the vampire spawn and everything.
What level were you guys?
13. I
Yeah,
think.
they were like
Oh.
13, 15. I gave them the option.
How'd
like it was real
how'd
cool.
you deal with Strahd? Because I
It was
don't-
easy. We were too
Did you not did you go and break the heart first and get every
I don't even remember what we did.
So this is what happened. They activated the weapons at the same time the Crystal Heart, at the same time Strahd, at the same time that the other defense mechanisms were up. The Artificer, who was Lander, decided, I'm going to fly. And Strahd's like, no, dispel magic. And Lander's
Yeah.
like, fuck you, Featherfall. And it's just... Then Tony used Omni Slash as a wizard or something. Squally was a paladin that when he hurt himself could do burst holy damage. And,
So he was Gamagori.
yeah.
Gamagori.
Quaid was a rogue, I think? Snack attack. Yeah, he kept saying snack attack every time he sneak attacked.
Throwing candies from his pocket.
Something, yes.
the party that I ran took most of their damage in the hit final area of Castle Ravenloft from a CR2 enemy. By the Guardian Portrait
Oh.
Oh, the Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall down a hole now.
Yep. My players are currently in Castle Ravenloft, but they're not fighting Strahd. It's the Strahd's invitation. They're surviving the night.
Ah. So, Strahd Must Die in One Night starts off with basically Belmont on a cart and you're racing towards the castle. And he's saying, like, stay close to me. I know what I'm doing. We'll get Strahd this time.
Rictavio?
Yeah. And a gargoyle comes out of nowhere, picks him up and throws him, like, down off a cliff at the same time you make it into the castle. And it's just like, I guess we're going to dinner now. And then Strahd says in the voice, you have 4 cosmic hours. It's just like, what the hell does that mean? You have 4 cosmic hours.
Yeah, my party, they delivered Irena to Vallaki. That's where they got into trouble with the burgomaster.
Yeah.
Murdered him, installed Lady Wachter as the burgomaster.
Burgermeister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically she would be a burgomistress now. They didn't prevent Saint Tendrils' feast. They just kind of like, they went, a Saint Tendrils feast began, and they're like, 6 vampire spawns? Good luck. We'll fix this church afterwards, and they left.
What? We never came back to that hex.
They did. One of them multi-classed into a cleric and recast Hollow Ground on it after the St. Tendrils Feast broke it. So they technically fixed it, it just cost them a lot of gold. They went and found Van Richten's tower. They almost destroyed themselves in Van Richten's tower. Then they went down, met the Wizards of Wines, they joined the Druids. Like, inside the Wizards of Wines, the Druids that were poisoning the wine and burning everything down, they just kind of became friends. The Druids are, oh yeah, we found this weird moss, have some. Because before that, they found a camp of Druids.
Yeah.
And they killed them, and they took the Gulthias roots that the Druids need, so they're like, oh, there's a lot of Druids. What if we give them the roots? And they're like, oh, you're nice, you're evil too. Let's destroy this place together. So they waited for the Druids to, like, take all the wine, leave, and then they fireballed their wagon with the wine, causing a massive explosion and picking the rest of the little ads.
My god.
They found what? Then they went down to Yester Hill. They found the Druids there. And then the ritual began to summon the massive tree. They did stop the ritual. But they didn't find the blood spear. Then they went back. They were like, well, there's a lot of adventuring. Let's go back to Vallaki and see how things are going over there. On the way, they met the party of werewolves. And they thought they were in such trouble, they fireballed themselves to the point where all but one of them died. Then he dragged the 3 corpses of his friends for a week to the church that they reconsecrated, and he used the trinkets to resurrect them with a permanent madness. So now 3 of my players have permanent madness.
Oh my god.
And then the whole burgomaster thing happened. Then we had 2 sessions of just trial. The trial ended with them. They got off a trial by talking to Lady Wachter between and like saying, you know, you've been trying to overthrow the burgomaster. Let's just do it in the trial and end this stupid trial. So they murdered half the town, 1/3 of the town guards and the burgomaster, and that's how they got out of the trial. And then they had an invitation to Strahd's Castle.
It's just like, you guys are really, really evil. I want to meet you.
Oh, yeah. No, because one of them is also transforming into a vampire. They legit had several, like, serial killer-style murders in the night. And, like, I'm like, okay, so it's the night in Valaki, what are you doing? And they're like, we're sneaking off, and they literally like, we follow one of the people home, we find the person who lives alone, and then
Oh
we
my
had like a
God.
whole 45 minutes where they're like, okay, you go from the back, and they murder the guy.
It's
Right?
undead Tinder.
And then a neighbor comes and they're like trying to impersonate his voice and is like, "Are you okay in there?" And he sees a pool of blood right underneath the door, and he also stumbles in. They also kill him, and they call the guards and like they're covering, literally rolling to cover up 2 murders before the guards arrive.
But did they turn the Burgermeister into Burger?
Technically, yes.
Oh, good. So otherwise, I was going to say missed opportunity.
How are you doing,
They did
sir?
grill him with a lot of fire damage.
Good, and I'm surprised I made it home at exactly the time I said.
Well, I'm more concerned about, like, do you need like a few more minutes to settle or whatnot? I don't want to rush you.
No, I am fine. Thing I had to do this morning took longer than I anticipated. I had to help my mother, help out my great aunt and uncle, and old people like to talk.
Oh, no sweat. No, you didn't have to tell me the reason. I just wanted to make sure you were good. Alrighty, guys. Why don't you give me a brief recap of what happened last time?
Shit got wackio. I mean, it might be a little too brief, but
We did not murder Elon Husk. Then
yeah, Lex
we
showed restraint.
Yes.
Yes. We explored the little remaining area of the brewery. We found Kebgata.
I attempted to non-lethally subdue Kebgata by degloving a cauldron, and it went horribly wrong.
Or horribly right. Still, I think jury's out on that one.
Well, it went horribly wrong from an intent standpoint.
But was exactly the result we wanted in very short time. That's what I mean. Like it's need to re-examine
She
that.
was subdued.
And then we found a traitor.
And that led to a, we'll call a prolonged execution.
Yes, we decided to finally go to our employer, Berlin Hidoli, turn in the traitor, and then recap our investigation, which was supposed to start in a day from then.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That's when the campaign
Basic-
begins, actually, is after those 3 days. And you did all the things before then.
yes, and we basically reported. We ended up reporting more than we hoped to about the bank. But we did not tell her about the documents.
No?
Well,
in
about
the
the
end,
one document.
Yes. In the end, we were commended and decided to, after taking a nap and confirming that Kebgata was in fact Kebgata, after standing around a pool and saying, "Yep, we decided to finally go and investigate the aliens."
Yes.
And the key was in our imagination all along. Also, we found a book here.
And some neat gauntlets.
And a news. I believe we need the initiatives. Also, Lex, we'll just put him in the goop.
No, and I know you were saying you don't have people get remoted. I get that, but I just find the fact that Tatters happened to link hijack undead,
Yes.
and the two of us that were missing were both undead.
That's funny, but I did
Yes,
not take
yes.
it. I will take it at level 6.
Just to let you know, friendly, when your mic is activated, I do hear a low-toned kind of like ringing monotone. It's very
I know
slight.
it's an AC. We were at 32 yesterday. Today we're at 70, and the heat is still on. So I
Oh, no
apologize, but I will die otherwise.
No, I'm not telling you to turn it off. I'm just asking if you were aware and whatnot. If you can't filter it out, that's fine. I'm not going to make you turn your AC off. Don't worry.
Unfortunately not. Normally it's not turned up all the way like it is right now.
That's okay. I filtered the AAOC Discord, so we're not hearing it through the stream. I'm the only one that's hearing it besides you guys.
Yeah, I keep myself muted.
Yeah,
for,
yeah.
You know.
So I believe the first thing we're going to do is that puddled ambush. And we're going to target the Tatterstraws. Hit by 0.
Unfortunate.
Excuse me. Oh, dear God. I have COVID, apparently. 11 damages. 11. With the pseudopod, no less.
I wonder what it could do with a real pod.
We're about to find out. Because now, for its first action, it's going to grab. Grabby grab. And then, second action, it's going to juice ya. So I need a DC 21 basic fortitude save.
Is this against disease, poison, death effect, paralysis, drained, or sickened?
It is against acid and bludgeoning.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
Just this.
No problem,
Ow.
sir. Yes. So. Oh, the music does not want to play. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. There we go. So, I believe that is not a critical fail. Let's do the bludgeoning, and let's do the acid. And for the third action, constrict again.
Is that already 3 to hit, grab, and constrict?
Remember
Okay.
puddled ambush.
Yep.
Oh.
The first was before initiative.
Mm-hmm. All right, so bludgeoning, acid. All right, Tatterstraw, you are still grabbed until the end of its next turn.
Grab means I have to roll flat checks to do...
Manipulate, yep.
Okay. Well, nothing that I want to do is manipulate. First, I'm going to... lingering composition, inspire courage.
Okay.
Does that beat level 4 DC?
Well, let's take a look. Level 4 DC is...
That's probably more likely to crit than anything.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised we don't have the tables macroed yet. That would have been helpful. Archive of Nethys? No? Okay. Still having its seizure. DC is 19, so yes, that is a critical success.
Okay, we have inspire courage for 4 rounds. Then I will inspire defense as well on all of us.
Snap.
And then I will command my animal.
Alright. Now, can you have Inspire Courage and Inspire Defense up at the same time?
Nothing. I've never seen anything that wouldn't allow it.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
They're
I'm
both
asking.
concentrate, so I mean, do you have
No.
to
Oh, hang on.
Mhm,
think
mhm.
they are.
It requires a degree of concentration discipline, but it's not like 5e where you can only have one at a time.
No,
It's
it'd be
more
like
just saying
things-
it can
Gotcha.
interrupt it in some way.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or penalized based on things affecting your mind. And
Didn't know if you needed to take an action to continue.
No, that's called sustained, actually.
Gotcha. Okay.
Such a spiritual weapon, where you have to use an action to sustain it to keep it.
Yeah. No problem.
So, as that,
That's a hit. That's a
Alright.
hit. Okay, what type of damage is this?
both piercing.
Okay. Subtract 5 from each of those. 9 and 3. So 12 damage.
Got it.
Yep, yep. Jarloff.
I'm thinking right now.
Are you thinking about Electric Arc?
Partially. I think I'm gonna delay until after Risu, actually.
Alright, I shall move you.
Let
After
me
him.
enter.
There you go. Risu.
Okay.
No sleepy sleep.
Is this spot taken?
No, it's not taken. I just was moving Tatters's pet for a second. You can go there.
Oh no, sure. Just want to make sure. I'll actually go behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it can't be flat-footed, can it? Because
It has no
Whatever.
feet.
Still, I will do my personal antithesis and see
Mm-hmm.
what its weaknesses are.
No sweat. I'm still wrestling with the music. I don't know what happened here. I'm sorry. All right. So, you know exactly what this gray ooze's weaknesses are. There are none, but it has resistance, slashing, and piercing 5. Its immunities are acid, critical hits, mental, precision, unconscious, and visual, because of course it has no perception for eyes. It sees in different ways.
What was the resistance for slashing again?
Slashing and piercing are both 5.
Okay. So, I will just attack it with my.
Okay. It is unfortunate Lex isn't here this session because he would have been completely broken this dungeon.
With his bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. That was almost a crit, yeah?
Can't be crit
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Critical hit immunity is funny in that you can crit them,
Yes.
but doubling the damage doesn't happen.
Mhm.
But if you have like fatal on your weapon,
Yes.
it's still really funny.
Yes. Alright, 14.
Plus 6, I think it is now.
And we're making this into bludgeoning.
No. Still slashing.
Okay, so plus 6 minus 5 is 15. There you go. You're basically stabbing a puddle.
I'm sure.
Apparently, Lex actually will be joining shortly. He's just getting ready to do so.
Oh, no
Okay, that's good. Glad I waited then. Okay, that's my turn.
Alright.
You say we are good, but you do not speak for all of us.
No. No, I don't. Jarloff. You're good.
Alright, now that I understand this thing's weaknesses, I don't feel bad about using Electric Arc, because it's the best I got.
Electric arc. Nice.
+1.
Oh, yep. The lightning is inspired.
Right. I'll do that, and nothing blows up on these funny magic circles?
Nope. Maybe
Alright.
maybe they're not that type of glyph of warding. Not all of them do damage. I think you have a spell book that pretty much tells you what they can do.
Yeah, I should probably look at that again.
Maybe.
But I don't really have anything else I can do right now, I don't think.
Okay.
I'll cast Shield as a formality, but I don't expect it to actually come into play.
Hmm.
And that's my turn.
Okay. So, Ren, you see these collection of chemicals. Maybe taking a sample is something you want to do later.
Certainly. But for now, I'm going to devise stratagem against this ooze.
Okay. Lucky 7.
Yeah, I feel okay using that.
14 is the AC you need to hit.
Oh, okay. So that that quick bar we have, that is acting weird in that everything is coming up from it instead of down.
Huh.
for me.
Oh. For me it is. Yeah. Why? Why?
I think you can move it around.
Oh, now it's coming. Okay, okay.
I can, but when I would mouse over something, the options go up out of the screen because I normally keep it at the top.
Right. I had to drag it down because it's doing that for me too. I have no idea why. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Maybe it's a setting in it. I'll play with it later. But with my bow, that'll be a 19 to hit.
Okay. 19 shall hit. And when I moused over Risu, I thought it said erotica instead of esoterica.
For Risu,
Yeah.
those are very adjacent concepts.
The sex demons.
I promise you, there will be a sex demon. 14. How much is precision? 6.
6 of it.
Yep. And I have to take away 5 for the physical. 3. I'm sorry, sir. It has no anatomy.
And so, is it immune from being flat-footed, or can it not be flanked?
It cannot be flanked or flat-footed because it senses the world differently. So even surrounding it or encasing it or bottling it, it's not considered flat-footed, immobilized, or anything else.
But with my shared stratagem, can I make it count as flat-footed for Risu's next attack? That's what I mean. Like I understand it not being able to be flanked, but is it not able to be flat-footed? Period.
One moment. I shall take but 20 seconds to look at Reddit.
There's shared stratagem in chat.
Okay. Hang on. Let me look at the thing. It says nothing about immunity, so I have to say yes based on just that. But I will get a more detailed answer for future. So yes, for now.
And I will use shield.
Okay.
Yeah, like it thematically it makes sense it working because I'm including Risu on how to hit it.
Right.
But it being an ooze and status shit. It's weird.
Yeah, the class priority overtakes the monster abilities sometimes, and the monster abilities just overturn the class abilities sometime. It's weird. I'm definitely going to give you a more detailed answer in the future. Clicky, clicky.
Sorry.
The juice is loose. Gimme. 21 DC, please.
Yes.
Yes,
Wait, so you're just giving away that this ooze is responsible for killing everyone?
maybe.
Yeah, that's an easy investigation.
All murders
Oh my-
were caused by this ooze.
Ow.
Well, we all knew the juice did it.
Evening.
Oh.
I heard murder. This is my cue.
Oh no!
Also, I will take 1 health back because I have
Yeah.
resistance 1 to physical from Inspire Courage.
Let me
I'm
ungoop
sorry,
you
defense.
because I gooped you.
Goop.
Yep. Now you can roll initiative because we're at the beginning of the
Yes.
round, sir. You're last.
I'm staying right there. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Pseudopod time. Meh.
Ow.
Shabam! A crit! Here it comes! The first player death! 26, please!
Ow.
I'll reduce that by 5, I think it was. Yeah.
Still big ow.
Okay. Is it dying too?
I'm looking for dying. I only see dead now.
No,
What's that?
it should be dying. You don't immediately go to dead. I did
Okay.
not do double
dying
your
too.
HP. Okay, you're at dying 2. It's going to renew the grab on you. And it's going to move you above its initiative, so you're not going to roll anything just yet. Risu, you saw the doll fall down on top of the mount.
Inspire Courage. Inspire Defense runs out, by the way.
Gotcha.
But the Courage is still there for 3 more rounds.
Ah, yes. Lex, you are Inspire Couraged for 3 rounds.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry, you didn't miss much. Risu.
Okay, so I will stab.
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 It has no face for you to take.
Damn you. No face to take. 12? Then there's a critical miss, so it misses no matter what.
No. 14.
I'll make 1 more attack. Oh, that should be -4. So no.
Nope. I think I know what's happening. You guys have murdered enough. Ow. What? That was a
Right.
big bump.
No.
No,
Okay, I missed all my attacks.
It's the urge to murder is gone.
Well, there's one hit.
There's no face.
Oh, it
No,
was?
it's a miss.
Because
no.
-4.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
Why -4?
Because
It was the second attack.
Matt-
Oh, didn't have the. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what it was.
apply
They
it.
didn't use the map. Okay, gotcha.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jarloff.
What about the first one? Because it should have been flat-footed.
Critical miss.
Oh, it was that one, right?
Yep. Don't worry. I will never cheat you out of the yummy damage.
Oh, I didn't presume cheating. I presumed having to track multiple things and things getting missed. I know what happens.
I will definitely miss multiple things. 10 damages. As you zap it.
Alright. Just tasing a puddle on the floor over and over. Casting shield.
Tase it, bro. Tase it.
Alright. Being a wizard's fun.
Ren, the investigation's almost over.
Ooh, not taking that. I'm going to move up and use a little minor elixir of life minor on Tatters.
Okay. That stuff's like poison to you. Oh wait, no, that's the potion. No, elixirs work. Yep.
And this is for Tatters. Well, you get one, so you're not dying.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
Yay, wounded too. Lex?
Yeah, Lex is a little bit confused about what is going on exactly right now, but, the solution is
Oh,
similar in most
I can show you what's
situations.
happening. This.
Yeah, Tadas is nearly dead, yeah. Goop.
Goop.
Yeah, so let's go to the normal kind of solution to any stuff that doesn't work out. Go to it, brace
Corporal
yourself,
punishment.
and just hit the problem until it goes away. It always works. Also in the gibbering halls, it's very effective. All right.
That is a hit.
Yep.
I believe yours is bludgeoning, so you don't get anything taken away.
Those are the shield spikes. So spikes. No,
Piercing.
piercing. Sorry.
Okay, let's see here. Ah! -5, so that's 8. It's still a puddle.
Oh no. Anyhow. That's all.
Like, so many people have shields up. Tatterstraw, you basically
Ow.
wake up on your mount, you're covered in goop.
Destroy it. Oh.
That's a hit.
Oh, is it? Okay. Ooh, 2 hits.
2 hits.
And this is actually bludgeoning.
Yep. Well, you kill it with the first hit, and the second hit splashes it around, so... There you go.
But I'm behind it.
But I'm tiny.
But there you go. You're clean then.
Oh, you got slimed. How unfortunate. I'm gonna start collecting samples.
Ow.
Okay, I'm about to give you...
No, why did I do that?
Hang on.
I'm a dummy.
Let me give you one of the most broken things an alchemist has ever gotten in any game.
Ooh.
You have 1 charge of this. And you hear the little guitar solo when you pick it up.
Oh, this is usable once per day.
Yep. But you only have 1 charge of it.
Yeah, so it's usable once per day, right?
Nope, it's only usable once per day, and you have 1 of it.
Oh, you can only use 1 on a given day. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, just reading the text. It just said the substance can be used once per day.
Yes. If you have more of it.
Okay, gotcha.
Maybe there will be more. Maybe there will be more broken alchemy things. Who knows?
We shall see.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Ghost got gooped, but you did.
I just picture what Slimer does
It
to things.
does happen, especially with the shield, which is Ghost Touch, after all.
So, now that you've defeated the ooze,
Which means there's still something connected to this other one.
as you open this door, you see a hallway. Also this and this are fletchlings cast into the wall that looks like melted stone over them, and they're just horrifically gasping out, reaching out, screaming in terror and agony.
While in questionable taste, good decoration.
It's a bit gauche for my taste.
Yeah. The taste is absolutely questionable, but the execution, yeah.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm going down the hallway. You see a door over there.
I discovered for the token action HUD, there's a setting in it for whether the things go up or down.
Oh, nice. Thank you. I wasn't aware, personally.
Alright, there was I. Just figured I'd at least check.
Oh, they go up. Oh, God. Yeah.
Door. Here.
Is everybody as close as they're willing to be, or? Yeah, okay. Let's try and bash it open.
Okay. Well, you don't need to bash it open because as you approach, it automatically opens.
Oh. This can only mean good things, right?
The other door locks behind you, and the door in front of you opens.
Oh. That's... it might get a little bit crowded in here. Yeah, stand at me. It's...
Yeah, let's go in pairs.
Yeah, we have place for one more.
You're
Please don't
already
stand
standing on
too
the same
long.
square.
Yeah. As long as
He's a
as
ghost,
you're
I can
just
stand
passing
inside
through,
him.
That's true.
it's
Actually, then
not
we all
pleasant.
fit.
This happened
No, you
last
go,
time
no,
too.
left, no, you go right, no.
Baz, do you want to squeeze in? Locks behind you, and the door in front of you opens, and you see some really, really strange things. First of all, you see these pipes filled with blue and indigo solution being poured through these compressors. A violet glow shines across the black stonework of this chamber. A pair of vented iron blocks roughly 10 feet on a side hum and shake violently. A pair of glass and twisting metal tubes filled with a deep blue liquid feed into the blocks from the eastern wall. Another glass tube filled with a glowing light blue liquid feeds into the north wall. A black iron door with a stern face of a fetchling on its surface stands at the north side of this chamber.
What was it that the journal said about these? Who has the journal?
I read it
The
out
quest
loud.
log.
Yeah,
Quest log.
quest log.
Oh wait, no, not quest log.
Quest log. I repeat things the players tell me. Documents.
That was it.
Yeah. The two words in Shadow Tongue were power and infuse. Becomes silent as everyone reads, looking for the clues.
I have vague memories about this dungeon.
Were they good memories?
I got very, very hurt. But yes.
I mean, that part was already taken care of.
Yep. Ignite and infuse. Those were the words.
Well, I'm no alchemist, so all of this is...
It may not be alchemy, it may simply just be a fluid as a medium. Jarloff, can you figure this out any better?
Well, if I'm reading these notes correctly, would these fit the description of a brass cauldron? They look like grates.
No, they're cubes.
Yeah, that's...
But the notes do mention a blue fluid, so is that...
They do mention a blue fluid. Sent to the central chamber.
Well, there's a glass tube going towards the north, so there's another chance for the cauldron.
I feel we don't have enough information to solve whatever's happening here just yet. Might want a bit more context. As it sounds like, in the notes, these could just be very weird cauldrons, but this also seems like the area where saying command words at random is a great way to get us all killed.
There are only two words. 50-50.
You only need... If I had to take a guess as I speak in common and definitely not Shadow Tongue,
Yes.
I feel like infuse would be the word here, but I don't want to try that yet.
Okay. Can only be ignite or infuse. I have made no puzzle. I have literally made no puzzle here.
Well, players were really good at finding puzzles. Didn't even need to be there.
Yeah.
You know, if you waltz into a laboratory and a guy says to you, "Hey, tell me quick, infuse or ignite?"
It's
What would
funny
you
you
say?
say that. It's funny you say that. It's really funny you say that, but I'm not going to say why.
As a flammable being, I don't like the word ignite very much.
Yeah. I mean, maybe next room has some hints towards it all. Ah.
So, as you touch the door, and I'm going to ask who touched the door.
Yes.
Okay, so are you wearing the glove?
No.
Okay, so I need a fortitude saving throw of, and we're gonna go back to our little level-based DC thing here. DC 19 fortitude save, please. Ah, that is a pass. You will only be taking...
Ow.
You will only be taking 11 necrotic damage.
Oh.
You saved. Stop dying. Stop dying immediately. So yeah, the door's open now.
I'm starting to like doors less.
So as Tatters touched the door, the stern face of the fetchling basically zapped him with necrotic energy. Had any undead done that, they would have been healed.
Wow. Just our luck. Huh. But the door opened nonetheless, or?
Yeah, the door is currently open, yes.
Huh.
All right.
Ren, if you want to, you
I'm
can.
not touching these.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's try this.
All right. What are
Oh,
we doing? What
good.
are we doing to this door?
Lex just tries to push it with his now gauntleted hand.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Are you saying anything when you're pushing it?
Hell no.
All right. The door opens, and I'm gonna need a fortitude save, young man. DC 19.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So
Give
you
it to me.
take back 16 necrotic.
Oh.
As it just power flows into your body in the form of high C
Yes.
ecto cooler.
Yes. Don't. Ren, as far as I like it, or as far as I accept you standing inside me, indoors and tight spaces, it's not really. You know, never mind.
Mm-hmm. So let's see some things here, because this is the room of the arcane dampener. A large brass orb sits atop a black stone platform in the center of this room. Glass tubes filled with a glowing blue liquid run from the sphere to the eastern and southern walls. Another tube filled with a scintillating violet energy flows into the sphere from the north wall. The top of the sphere appears to be open, and above it hangs a canister of brass and glass attached to a complicated network of metal supports. A black orb floats in the center of the canister. A panel of glyphed metal sits on the eastern wall. And that's a lot, so I think I'm going to put that into chat, just to be certain that you understand that this is a complicated device. Or I could say it in Equian. Hang on.
I mean, the fact that it's complicated, I got it from the explanation.
Yes. So, people who have crafting or arcana can use the control panel with a simple check. In an attempt to repair the arcane dampener. If you choose, you are not required to do so.
My crafting is 12. Does anyone have a skill better?
Nope. I made myself better at society, so this is your job. Because
So-
I only got 10s.
So, that doesn't mean you can't assist him. DC 20 to assist for a +1 to his roll.
Thank you.
Sippy cup.
That is a coin flip.
Just find
You
the door
want-
that does positive healing.
It's slightly better than a coin flip, but could go horribly wrong. Do you want assistance?
I would not mind.
Alright, well, let's see if you regret saying that. Alright, we're good.
Yep.
I'm going to hero point that.
Okay.
Oh, better.
Yep. Next time blind, please, because I didn't announce the
Oh.
DC. That's okay. I'm gonna take it because it's a success. Don't worry. So, while Jarloff assists Ren is able to take the metal panel and controls the pillar which can lower the canister into the brass sphere. This releases a burst of arcane energy, but since it was done successfully, everyone in the room does not take 8d6 lightning damage on success or half. And as that happens, this strange creature, cloaked in mist, appears.
Oh,
Hello.
What?
Bats.
Look, just because it has tentacles and rolled a 1 on initiative.
I can do worse.
Oh.
Ah, don't do that.
It's next to me.
That would be so bad if you had to open that door right now. All right, Risu, since you think it's a sex demon, there you go.
I mean, everything's a sex demon if you're brave enough.
Wait, what happened? What did
The
I-
music,
I disagree with that one.
and you're up in initiative.
I will see if it's an actual sex demon and do exploit vulnerability for my first action. So
Okay.
here's that roll for you.
All right, so you're pretty confident that this thing is a mist stalker, and they are not only able to produce their own mist and solidify it, they are immune to bleed, paralyzed, poison, and sleep. You believe they have a climb and swim speed, and they have an aura.
Not a very big fan of this creature here. So let's see. Can I... Yeah, okay. I'll move up here. And then I will do an attack on it. Actually, yeah.
Target, Gordon. Miss.
Okay. Even if it's flat-footed?
Yes, even if it's flat-footed. It has an AC of 20.
Gotcha. That is my turn.
No sweat. Lex.
Yeah. So, whatever the hell this is, it's kinda incorporeal and not uncute looking. But it doesn't seem friendly at first, so let's go for the usual troubleshooting, right?
Okay.
Ah, God. Where do I... Yeah. I gotta drag that out to my hotbar.
That's a crit.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Goodbye.
Goodbye! Oh dear God! So this
Bonk goes the shield.
thing appears out of mists, thinking that it's surprised you, gets a 1 on initiative, and just gets slammed at the side of the head with its one eye that's now bleeding and blistered. He just looks back at Lex.
So, I do not wish to knock it back because, well, there's Riso. But it's frightened 1, if it can be.
It can most certainly be.
Also, because it's very fun to frighten things, it doesn't get to reduce its frightened condition below 1 as long as it's within my area of effect. Whee!
Ah. Nice.
So 15 feet around me is very scary.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yep.
Okay, that was shield up,
Mhm.
bashing, and shield up. So that's 3 actions, and that's all. Thank you very much.
All right, Jarloff.
Well, I'm thinking here. And, well, I sure do hate using, like, one spell in combat all the time, but man, does it work. Also,
Yeah.
I'm afraid of what could potentially be anywhere else.
$11. Give me the things. Me. Half.
5 it is.
5. Also, I realized for the puddle, I didn't roll reflex saves, did I?
Oh, yeah, no, you didn't.
I'm a bad DM.
Oh, well.
No, you're great.
Clicky, clicky. Knowledge check could give you more. Are we going to Ren?
As soon as I was muted in 2 ways.
Yes.
I should be good to go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast shield, but I need to go for a second. Could take me a bit. Might
No
not. Probably won't.
No sweat. Ren, you're up.
Well, let's see if we can devise a stratagem and maybe set a little amount to more than just shoot it in the big eye. Yeah, I'll take it. That'll be a 18 to hit.
Okay, miss by 1.
Okay, and then, well, let's just try one more actual shot against it then.
Okay.
Nope.
It could be a leftover from the Mage War. Who knows? Tatterstraw.
All right. We do a little bit of that and a little bit of that.
Yep.
And then I'll command animal to move over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I will target this thing.
Miss? Miss? Crit miss!
Wow. Well,
So it's going to solidify the miss now that there are enough people around it. And I need each of these 3 people and the pet to give me a reflex save or become immobilized.
whatever my pet rolls, I also take.
Okay.
Because mounted combat rules.
Yes. That's a success. That's a failure.
But do I really need to be mobile?
That's immobilized too. 2 people immobilized by this creature. It is pissed off. And the mist now becomes difficult terrain around it. All right, for its second action, it's going to target this ghost. Hit by 4.
Wonderful.
Max damage.
Okay, cool. Let me look at. Yeah, let's
You
tell it
have
to
resistance 1 to physical.
Neo. Yep, that's very cool. I just need to see if it's automatical.
I'll give you resistance 6 instead of resistance 1, so.
Okay, so that's
It's not, for some reason, it's not applying automatically to
Yeah.
vampire defense.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Please do decide if it goes prone or if it will take mental damage.
It will take mental damage.
Wonderful.
5.
Also, I will be making more damage against it now, until the end of my next turn.
Okay, it's going to take its second attack for its third action.
Yep.
That's a crit miss.
Wonderful.
Risu.
Okay, so I will try and make an attack.
Mm-hmm. You will need a flat check of DC 15 now that it has solidified the mist because of its special ability. It's considered invisible now.
Let's see if I can get that first. Ha!
Yeah. Ah.
Ha!
Hit.
So I'll be doing 16 damage to it.
16 damages.
See if I can make another flat check here to make one more attack.
Mm-hmm.
Too easy. See if I can hit him.
This thing was supposed to be deadly.
Too easy.
Minimum damage kills. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind.
21.
Okay, never mind. And now
I mean, it was really unlucky.
Bleh.
That was so lucky at 19 and a 20.
there you go.
All right, I'm back. Oh, it's dead.
Perfect timing. Couldn't have been better.
Oh my god.
I'm going to take a sample of this thing.
Okay. Yep. You get one more charge of the wild alchemy. And the Bill and Ted music plays.
I'd like to
Well,
think
so
Sherlock
is-
just kind of closes the door mostly. It's like, I'll be right back, and then he peeks. It's like, oh, that nightmare is dead. Oh, I'm back, everybody.
Turns out he was just peeing in the corner.
And it was
Had
like,
to
I'm
redeem
not
himself.
dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hmm.
do we have a black sphere now?
Nope, the black sphere is in here and working correctly.
All right, let me reread this document then.
Okay.
I really hope you know what you're doing. It's
Well, it says here. The spheres of black absorb arcane energy. You keep them in these rooms. Draws energy out of the pipes and makes the obelisk slow down. So the obelisk is slower now, wherever that happens to be.
Presumably that way-ish.
and presumably we want it slower.
The obelisk has
Going
to
to
be
guess
blue, right?
low is safer. So
If I'm reading this correctly, yeah, the obelisk could be described as unstable as it's spinning and doing stuff. So yeah, probably don't want that going full tilt while we're in
and
the
I'm going
building.
to guess the purple fluid energy is the raw arcane energy, mixing with whatever this blue one is, and then feeding out that side to the obelisk.
What about
Oh,
the
yeah,
dark blue
that's-
in the other room?
It's probably raw
That
arcane energy.
may be part of feeding the blue into here, or maybe I have set backwards and the blue's coming in and then going down towards where it becomes a darker blue? We'll find out. Everybody cram into the elevator.
Right, come over. It's fine, guys. I'm incorporeal. We know how it is.
So yeah,
Uh,
what's happening
alright.
with this door?
Alex just because last time it worked out great, he touches it again.
Give me a fortitude save.
Hell yeah.
Please take 40 necrotic healing.
I never felt so good failing something.
Gee, I wonder how these doors work. I wonder if the gauntlet or the command words I gave you willingly and openly with all instructions do anything.
Yeah, nah, I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
It's real estate.
Make the ghost do it. That's what I'm reading. I don't know why he wrote that down.
The pink one is still up. There's still gay energy in this dungeon.
Now,
Stay.
do we need to be concerned about it? Probably not, right? It's fine.
They will destroy society.
But if it's gay energy, just watch out for the frogs. Unless they bite you, nothing will happen. If they do bite you, we have problems.
The frogs have already fallen.
Oh yeah, this is Egypt.
Man, we really shouldn't have a Gripply in our group.
All right, so
And
another
it'll probably
door.
just fuel the bird racism by them getting eaten by a bird.
Oh, there he is. Alright. Next door.
All right, you open the door and there's a hallway. It continues down for a little bit, then veers to the left, and then to your right, you have another door. In a room you definitely haven't been in before, with another arcane circle and 9 mercury pools.
There's something glowing down there. It's green. Should be green. It's green
Check
good.
this door first to make sure nothing comes in behind us.
That's, I like that plan.
Lex?
Sure. Do you want Teros, or have you been cured of doors?
So you,
Only of those double doors.
so you open it, and the first thing you see is this arcane sigil on the floor that's yellow, and then you see these 9 gray pools in front of you that look like they have TV static on them.
Huh.
Oh, a tiny snowstorm. 9 of them, to be exact.
Oh, I have to move the thing. It doesn't automatically move with you guys anymore. Yep. For those of you standing outside the arcane circle, all you see is TV static. All right, Ren, you
Step in.
Yep, Ren, you step in. Give me a number between 1 to 9.
1.
All right, the first thing you see is the entry hall. You see it clearly. There are 2 arcane sigils that are broken, and 1 is still active, and a dead ooze with 2 open doors and another open door on the opposite side. It's a security system, basically. You're looking through a surveillance camera.
Good to know. What's number 2? Let's
Number
just go in
2.
sequence.
Ascalon's study. You see a bedroom.
Okay, so we have been there. 3.
3 is the control room.
Go
And-
here.
Yep, you see yourselves, and you see yourself in the circle. It's almost an out-of-body experience.
For?
The compression chamber. You were just here with the 2 iron cubes.
And 5 is
Yep.
the other one where we fought the creature.
Yep, arcane dampener. You see the dead stalker in the mist.
Okay, I'll let everyone know 1 through. So these are showing other rooms, or this one. The first 6 we have been through, or is this one? So these are the new ones we're looking at. It's number 7.
All right. You skipped 6, but yes, 1 through 5 you've been through.
Or sorry, 1 through 5. What's 6 then?
6, you see what appears to be 2 industrial waste tubes filling into 2 big green pools, and the green liquid is spilling out all over the place.
Yeah, there's some kind
haven't
of
seen
leak into
green
that
yet.
room. It was at the end of the hall, just outside of here, so I'm assuming there-ish. Number 7.
Oh, Tatters, you stand in 2, and you have a shared vision as both you and Ren see the same thing.
That was weird. Never stepping on that again. Oh, I do see green now.
And number 7 then?
Number 7, you see another arcane dampener like the one you saw before and repaired. This one is badly damaged. There are 3 colors going into it: green, indigo, and blue.
Well, it's good that we fixed the other one, because this next one's really messed up.
I don't know where green's coming from.
Number 8.
The entryway to the obelisk, you see a male and female fetchling woman and man, basically standing out between one another, between 2 stone doors, which seem sealed.
Are they alive? Statues?
They are definitely statues. One looks like it has glowing blue eyes, the other has glowing red eyes.
Good to know. And the last one.
Number 9, the chamber of the obelisk. You see a rotating, spinning, slightly slowed down black obelisk with the markings of Geb imprinted on it. And everything in this room that isn't nailed down, including air, is being siphoned towards it. Within a rune dais and 2 blue markers filing out through it through glass tubes. And in the north, you see another one of those doors that leads into another door chamber. And beyond it, another chamber you cannot see, nor is on the security camera.
Now, have these views of the rooms we haven't been to yet give me an idea of where they are in orientation within here?
Oh yeah, the statues are immediately to the north of you. Past the statues will be the runoff pools, and past the runoff pool will be the broken arcane dampener. Beyond the statues themselves and the sealed door will be the obelisk room.
Okay. So I'll give everyone just that rough rundown of where things are.
Yeah.
We should travel to Zifar into the hall first to repair the other dampener.
Makes sense.
All right. Speak the word of power, the male and female voice declare.
Lex looks behind him and raises a ghostly eyebrow.
At his gesture is kind of like, go ahead.
Infuse?
Nothing happens.
Ignite?
Ignition.
You just say them both?
Yeah.
Okay, nothing happens.
It's birds of power.
Yeah. Okay.
It's multiple. It has to be multiple.
No. Nothing happens.
If they would just want one.
There's a more terrifying phrase of power. Obelisk, I want to speak to your manager.
You have been summoned towards the administrative building. Please appear directly.
All right, you definitely see the statues over here and another door with the palm print for the gauntlet.
Yeah, I'll just touch that later.
Yeah. As more people come across within 15 feet of the door or so, it says again, speak the word of power.
Assumes those will be the things in Shadow Tongue. We'll deal with that when we come back.
All right, you see the runoff pools.
This is a mess.
Ooh.
It smells horribly in here.
Oh.
Is there any way to shut these off?
They are waste runoffs. There is no shutting them off, unfortunately. Lex, I am so sorry.
I love it. I got those HP for a reason.
Vroom. As this
Oh,
thing
hello.
manifests before you, and it seems to have a lot of things inside of it, like bones and other things.
Wait, what?
Friendly's getting flashbacks.
Yep.
I do.
Yep.
This is not even the worst part that happened to me here.
No. Please pretend it's green.
Okay.
I'm pretending.
Oh dear God, what's with me in initiative today? And just need Jarloff.
Right.
So Ren, probably because you were looking through the security camera, you were just like, I know what's going to happen in this room. Bullshit.
Well, let's study it. Nope, that's not going to help.
It's obviously a dessert.
And step over and then recall knowledge. Which one would you like?
I would like occultism. Unless you have specific lore ooze.
Nope. Would my pursuing a lead count against this thing as I'm pursuing a lead against this place?
Yes. Yes, it would. Aliens are your thing. Alright. You think it's an orchard jelly. It's obviously immune to critical hits, mental, piercing, precision, unconscious, and visual, like the gray ooze before, but you feel like you're missing a few things.
Well, I'll let everyone know it's an ochre jelly, but I'm misremembering things right now. That's my turn.
Okay. So, Jarloff. Is it time for the tried and true? I think he's muted again.
I think you're correct. Anyway, I was just sitting here thinking, I'm a bit worried it's not going to work because we know less, but there's only one way to really find out. And I don't know occultism, so actually, well, there were two, but I can't roll one of them, so we're just going to, swing a stick around and hope this works out.
Alright.
Oh, I didn't do that with the animations, my bad.
Reflex.
Oh, well.
Ow! My dice! You hit me! 15.
That would be a failure, so that's 9 full electric, assuming there's nothing modifying that.
It becomes supercharged!
Hey, that was a bad idea.
Excuse me?
What have you done? What have you done?
So, not only does it not hurt it, but it just flexes its little pseudopods now.
You made it go Super Saiyan for it.
Yeah, I got a solution to this.
More electric arc.
More
No, it's, well, first, just gonna...
Oh.
I assure you there's a tactical reason for this.
Maybe it does have a fuse. Maybe we can flip it. Maybe
Reese.
get it too much juice.
Risu, I'm sorry in advance.
Oh, I know. I will exploit vulnerability on it.
Okay.
Sorry.
23. 23 is enough. Immunities are acid, critical hits, electricity, mental, piercing, precision, slashing, unconscious, visual. It also has something very special inside of it with the symbol of Geb on it.
Gotcha. No weaknesses.
No weaknesses. Also, it has over 150 HP now.
Okay. So I'll do telekinetic projectile.
Okay.
Yes.
Hit by 1.
So here is that damage. Let's see if it's correct. 10. 10 damage. 10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. 10.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Tatterstraw, you have a bad feeling about what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yep. Spire defense.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna Spirit Link on Lex.
Okay. The friendship beam.
The Friendship Beam.
It's-
Hang on, I gotta target him.
That's okay.
Like this.
Yes.
Cast Spirit Link. And for its free 1 action, my pet is gonna move us backwards.
Okay.
Like over here.
All right. All done?
Yep.
So, as its free action, now that it has been hit by electricity, it's going to split into an identical copy of itself.
We can reduce it to multiples of it with smaller.
Smaller.
Hit it
Meh.
with more lightning.
I don't think that's a good idea. Frankly.
I can see a way of making it a good idea, but the action economy on it doesn't really work out too well.
Also, although they normally have half health, they still hit for full damage.
Grab.
Oh yeah.
Constrict.
Ye-
Gonna juice ya.
One quick question.
Yes.
Is it incorporeal or does it have ghost touch?
Neither.
That is very fun because it
Yes.
can't do that.
Yep. So this is why I said you were broken for this dungeon while you weren't here. This is because they are mindless creatures, and you are one of the 2 closest people.
Yeah, so
Here comes the
I'm
second
just
one.
double checking.
Yep. Pseudopod. Miss. Pseudopod. Miss. Miss. Lex.
Yeah, so I'm probably not grabbed, right?
No. But it
Okay,
thinks it doesn't have a mind. It can't do strategy.
Yeah. Also, was this attack magical in any way?
Acid.
No
No magic tag.
Okay.
Just acid tag.
Oh fuck. I mistyped.
No.
But for free, yeah, it's
Yeah.
easier to do that way because I have resistance 2 to non-magical stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that bad. So, can I just take off the grabbed effect to...
Yes, of course, yes.
Okay.
I
Cool.
only did that for
Yes.
dramatization.
Okay. Good. Okay, for first things first, ever stance.
Yep.
It's good to reduce damage occasionally. Now, also raising the shield
Yeah.
again, not to forget about it. Which, yeah, the one towards Ren seems very flanked and therefore very
Oh.
prone to a clobbering.
Oh, I've forgotten something. You're not made of flesh, are you?
No.
You take absolutely no damage.
Can I take it anyway?
You could if you really wanted to, but by the rules, you are immune to everything these creatures do.
Oh, debtors, you're fairly safe here.
I mean, it will be bad news for everyone else, but
Yes, it will be very
they're
bad
mindless.
news.
they're mindless. Yeah, no, I will be. Okay. I think I remember something about about piercing being bad news. So I'll just hit the one towards Ren with the with the gauntlet.
Okay. So piercing and slashing they're immune to. Hit!
Yeah, as I said, bad news.
Yep. Alright.
Some of it is fire.
Okay.
3 of it.
And as you hit it with piercing, something
That's a gauntlet? Is
Yep.
it? Oh, it's a piercing gauntlet. Fuck.
and as you hit it with the gauntlet, something happens. Hang on. The something. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, it gets worse. Oh, it was towards the one over here.
Okay,
So
yeah,
that one wobbles.
that one's beginning to wobble. And you know it's a jelly now because jam doesn't jiggle.
Yeah. So, would the fire damage still hit?
Yes.
Okay, good. At least something. It isn't entirely wasted.
Yep.
Thank God.
3.
Man, I forgot that it's a piercing gauntlet. Ah.
Well, I'm going to move away from it.
Okay. No attacks of opportunity, no reactions happen.
There's no such thing as blunt arrows in this, is there?
Not really, no.
No, unfortunately.
Well, and it's the only thing I can do to damage it in any way. No, wait, it won't even damage it, will it? It'll just split it.
Maybe crafting check. Maybe it's unstable. Who knows?
Yeah, I'll do a crafting check.
Okay. Let's see. Creature 5. Okay. Yep. Alright, so you know exactly what these things are. They are products of the runoff coming off the Indigo Star, some sort of extraterrestrial ooze-like substance. And since they're acidic, they're vulnerable to bases. Chuck some baking soda at them and they'll dissolve.
Will I have any from my alchemist tools?
You could make some with quick tincture.
Forget a soap a base.
It is.
I got a bar of soap in this backpack.
Oh, so do I.
Yep.
Can I load the soap in my bomb launcher?
Yeah. Soap bomb. Soap
I'll
bombs
load the-
are a thing.
I'll load the soap in basically like an M79 grenade launcher. Just like crack open, jam in a bar of soap, fire it.
Okay. You just, if you can hit a 12.
I'm just gonna use it on armor attack for the attack roll. It's plus 10.
Okay.
It's the same.
Yep. Which one we hitting? Is it this one or this one?
Yes, it's the one I have targeted.
Okay, this one. Alrighty. Hang on. It did not like that, as it begins to hiss.
Use soap! Soap!
I'm trying to remember. Was the thing immune to cold?
There was no cold said by Risu
Right.
or Ren.
There's two things I can think of right now. One's more defensive oriented. And one's not. Let me just double check that works out. I think it does. Oh. This is what I'm gonna do. This is I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna cast my focus spell for, I think, the. Wait, no, I tried to cast this on the Skull Fairy, it didn't work. I'm casting Call of the Grave,
Okay.
which I'm gonna target this thing, and if this works,
Mm-hmm.
as in it hits it all,
Yeah.
it will be sickened, or even sickened 2 and slowed 1.
Alright. Alright, that's a critical hit, but it can't be crit.
Alright. But it is a, well, it can't be doubled crit. This is a critical success roll.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it would be now sickened 2 and slowed 1 for as long as it's sickened.
Okay, can't be second.
Alright, well, I'm a fool. I'm gonna grab my soap then.
Okay.
I forgot that. Oh well.
That's
The
all
spell will
Work
be
its
useful
mouth
someday.
out.
So, Risu.
So if soap makes it vulnerable, right?
Well, it's not the esoterica that you know. This man just used witchcraft on your witchcraft.
I apply soap to my blade.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll move here. Maybe I'll try and hit it with the...
Soap knife. Use a soap knife.
Sure.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Here's esoterica for you.
Okay,
Is
yeah.
this place made of soapstone?
It is made of regular stone, unfortunately.
Damn, is that gonna be fun?
Now, how is the basicness or acidity of stone?
Basic. Not limestone. Limestone, I think, is more acidic.
I will...
Concrete is very acidic.
I don't think it's gonna work, but I'll apply soap to my attack. Let's see.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's a hit.
Okay.
Bet.
Oh.
Alright. Hang on.
Seriously, hit it with soap. I promise. I'm not lying.
Ha.
It would be the one next to me.
Yep. But they're both taking damage.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No problem.
Hit it with more lightning, the action economy would work out. Trust me.
My God.
I'll attack it one more time. See if
Only
I-
attacks collector. I'm sorry to say that the soap was used up on the first stab.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, technically, if it's esoteric, I can just apply it to every weapon.
It's not esoterica, it's effervescenza. You can't make your attacks the soap tag.
No problem. I'll just do one attack then. If,
Yeah.
Counts as an action. No problem. Yeah, that's my turn.
Tatterstraw.
I'll use my action to dismount,
Okay.
and then I'll command my. Then I'll refresh Inspire Defense. No, only one.
Only
No.
one. Only one.
So Inspire Defense on everybody,
Oh. Yep.
and then my pet will attack.
Okay.
That's one. Yep.
Okay.
And there.
That's a hit.
18 bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Brant.
Got it.
Okay. Well, first thing that happens is... Shoom. Vrip. Since it's still over 10 HP, can technically move in this space. So prepare yourselves for the bullshit that is to come. Lex, whether it hits you or not, nothing. But Risu,
Oh, I know. I've killed many players with this bullshit. That is a lot of bullshit.
a crit. Please take 40 bludgeoning and acid.
I'll reduce it by 6.
Okay.
So I'll live, actually.
Yep. Grab. Then constrict.
This first damage.
So not dying 2, dying 1.
Oh no, 1 sec.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the fortitude save for the constrict.
Technically live still.
You should be at 11
11?
11.
health.
Oh, then you're at 1 health. As
Wait,
it's-
why would I be at 11? I took
You took 40 damage. You applied 39, so you're supposed to take 11 back from your 2 reductions of 6.
Why 2 reductions?
Yeah.
I thought you said you reduced by 12 then. 'Cause
No,
it's-
just
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
6.
that's
This
okay.
is- yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have only had 3 HP.
All right.
Yep.
So you're dying 1. And you start seeing Risu grabbed, unconscious, and dissolving in this creature's grasp. This one is going to reach out to Ren, because Ren is made of meat. Crit. 30 damage. Grab. Constrict. DC 23 basic fort save, please. Failure. 8. Oh no!
I'm unconscious. I'm at exactly 0.
Oh no! Lex,
Oh wait, no, you're actually at 1. Because we have
Inspire
fifth
defense.
on.
Resistance
Yeah.
to physical 1. Yeah.
Inspire defense.
Oh, so I'd actually be at 2
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
because 2 separate instances of damage.
yeah.
2.
Clutch. Actually clutch.
Lex, things have become
Yeah.
very bad in the action economy.
Yeah, I noticed it. It isn't as good as I imagined, but they're at least near death, right?
Some nearer than
No.
others.
Now, how much of a base would chalk be? At least, especially ghostly chalk.
None.
Ah. Yeah. Okay. What?
Depends what you make it out of.
It's by default supposed to be a buffer.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
The GM took creative liberties to go with player ingenuity.
But I take my soap with me every time I wear Uggs and go to Starbucks. Doesn't that make it more basic?
Boo. But yes. Now I imagine Ren as a hipster.
I'm picturing Risu as going full hipster to be basic. Esoterica.
So the minor
Yeah.
encounter, I figured, wouldn't give you any trouble at all, has nearly wiped out half the party.
Trust me, this is not a minor encounter.
Yeah, nah. So, first of all, let's hit that thing.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, you hit the thing.
Yeah. Also, with the broadside of it, so it's
Yeah.
bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I'm not quite sure. Did it have a negative damage on its resistances?
Ah! Negative damage on its resistances. What?
Yeah. So, is it immune to negative damage?
Oh, no. No, it is not.
Hell yeah, let's go!
Oh, no.
Touch of corruption.
Oh, no.
Please give me a basic reflex roll. Sorry, I can't talk today. I talk too much.
Fortitude. You mean fortitude?
Yeah, I can't talk today. It's okay.
Yeah, on a
Half
3.
damage, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
it's some damage.
as you touch it, and it is suffering because right now it's breaking down into its base components, and you have the feeling that this one won't split anymore.
Do you mean in its acidic components?
It's splitting down into goop, and you start to see more and more of that thing floating inside of it.
Okay, cool. So, you know, I'm at a. Oh yeah, I can. Huh. So I'll do one more attack.
Okay.
With my hand, which is also negative damage because I'm a ghost.
Yeah.
But it. Oh yeah,
Missed
it doesn't
by
work
2.
out. Yeah. Well, never not mind. Have a
Okay.
nice day.
So Ren, you are in the creature's pseudopod or whatnot.
And it's acrobatics to get out?
That is an escape check, which does increase your map penalty. Yes. All right.
I'm going to re-roll that with a hero point.
Okay. DC is 23.
Ow, balls. But I can still attack it while grabbed, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Screw it. I'm going to pull out one of those moderate frost bombs,
Okay.
and I'm going to throw it.
Okay. Meow. Oh no. Which square did you throw it at?
Yeah, the one closest to me.
Okay. All right. It still does splash damage.
Which is...
I believe 1.
No, 2. On these.
2. Good news. You have a very good feeling that this one in front of you will no longer split.
And I will yell at everyone to hit it with whatever you got, then it won't split.
Jarloff.
So I grabbed a bar of soap last turn, so I'm just holding it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna chuck it.
Okay.
This one right here.
Yep.
Imagine that would just be Dex attack roll, or is that strength? I forget. I haven't done a.
Well, you use strength for a bow, so I guess you could use it if you want.
Right.
Meh. Ooh.
Okay.
Let's see if you can hit a 12.
You can use Dex, right? Sorry, I got confused for a second.
You can
You
use
said
that.
strength for a bow.
you-
Either one?
Yeah.
Alright, got it. Sorry. Let's use an
Yeah.
unarmed strike, because
Mhm.
close enough. Alright.
But
I still have 2 actions. So immediately after chucking soap, I'm gonna chuck a
God.
ray of frost at the other guy.
okay.
Come on.
Nope. Let's see if this is a hit.
Is it above a 12?
Yep.
Then it is a hit.
Yeah, minimum.
6 damages.
I'm helping. That's all I got.
Magic is hard today.
Brisa should be after me.
Yep,
exactly.
yep. Terrastra.
It's important because I cast Soothe.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
The PTSD is better now.
That's Soothe and Risu, and my last action is to command my pet. The pet will slap this one.
Okay.
It will, not crit this one. 14 bludgeoning.
Okay. Bah.
And then it's going to move over there.
Yep. Shoo, shoo. Risu.
Risu shall move over here.
Crawling or standing up?
I'll stand up.
Stand up.
Pick one attack with my soapy blade.
Soap.
Should have any more soap. Nope. No more soap. So I won't stand up actually. So here. I will just do a nice telekinetical projectile here.
Okay. Can you hit a 12?
Probably.
Yes.
$14. Bludgeoning.
Blech.
We did.
Cough.
What was that about?
Oh, I'm sorry, not that one. Green.
Hmm.
And you got gooped. And you got gooped.
I take a break after that.
Still smells awful here.
I'm going to eat some food from the snack bag.
Okay.
Some of what's left of Kebgata for healing. And then I'm going to do treat wounds on Risu and myself.
Okay. I'll erase the effect.
Yeah. When we get 10 minutes, I'll also get a new touch of corruption, focus pool, point thingy. You know, words.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 3 points Risu, and I'll do it again after.
And you see the thing that was floating inside of it. I believe you can loot it if you
That's
wish.
better. Another 13 Risu.
A shield.
Get yourself 12 healing run.
Yay.
Yoo-hoo!
Take a
Oh,
look
shield,
at
you said?
this. Yeah.
Unusual shield. Oh.
It is very unusual. It has the symbol of Geb on it.
Oh, that will be awesome.
Maybe a relic.
I have no idea what it
Probably
is.
identify it.
I would be very happy about identifying it.
Okay, let's see.
I mean, I will use it even if I don't know what it does. It might explode in my face, but it will be very cool looking.
Because you have to repeat the proper tax code to use it. And if you don't know what one that is, it might explode.
I mean, some shields do explode just for good measure, you know. They like it.
All right, who's rolling what?
Hmm.
Jarloff. So I was spending 20 minutes healing Risu and myself.
I'll take 10 of those minutes to do one thing, and then I'll take the other 10 to let's give it a whirl. I'm gonna see if I know what this is.
Okay. So you're looking at the shield, and you're pretty sure it's a shield.
Oh, hell yeah.
Got it. Well, good answer of I don't know. Ren needs to take a stab at it.
I will change its name to Shield now.
Also, I'm not quite sure that the description, the nature of the shield is unclear. It's a shield. It does shield.
Oh, I can change that too. Yep, there you go.
Wonderful.
Yep.
I mean, I can just try it out and use it to see if anything weird happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
It could take another 10 minutes because I got a focus point I want back.
Oh. If
I can
somebody...
try to identify it then, sure.
Yeah?
Arcana?
Plant item.
Oh no, it's a Leshy.
It's a Leshy. Candles. All right, Ren, you're looking at the shield, and the artistry on it is very nice, but you have no idea. It's a shield.
It will take more time to identify later. But I am going to collect more samples of this jelly.
Okay, you get one more charge.
Even though there's 3 puddles of it?
Nope, the other ones were copies, were duplicates.
Okay.
Yep.
Thought I'd ask, just in case.
No sweat.
As a resident shield expert, can I give it a whirl with crafting to see if I
Sure.
know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh my god.
It's a shield!
This is the legendary shield of Geb himself.
Hell yeah! Woo!
This
I'm
was
a fan.
This was lost during the Mage War, and you're pretty sure that it does a unholy necrotic aura 200 feet.
Wonderful. I love it. I'll take it.
So
It's
I will
used right now.
unholy shield of Geb.
What do we do if we ask for that back?
I mean,
Give it back.
Mm.
What other option
Yeah.
do you have?
I'll give it back. He's my boss, technically.
Salvage rights?
I am not going to play the game of salvage rights with Geb. I am going to
mean-
say give the shield back.
Lex would probably know best if there is anything like that he could claim.
Huh, yeah. I mean,
Not
it's
saying there is,
complicated.
just saying if anyone knew, Lex would be the one to know that.
So the first thing you hear when you come into the vicinity of this room is an ear-piercing whirl. And things in this room are very much foobarred.
Oh no.
The walls of this chamber have been warped beyond any others in the laystone. A tarnished brown sphere sits on a cracked stone pillar in the center of the room. 3 glass tubes feed into and out of the bronze sphere. One, a shining blue, feeds into the south wall. One, a brilliant violet, comes in from the west. And one, a dark, thick green, leading out to the east. That is the runoff that Ren identified. The top of the bronze sphere appears open, and bolts of energy spontaneously erupt from the brass sphere, arcing into the nearby walls. The wreckage of twisted brass hangs in the ceiling, and a glass canister capped by brass sits on the floor nearby, similar to the other dampener. A sphere of perfect blackness sits in the center of the glass canister. Unlike the previous room, this room is badly damaged. The glass canister must be placed into the brass sphere manually, while simultaneously disrupting the arcing energy pouring out of the sphere. Meh.
Yeah, I'm not an expert, but it doesn't look good.
Thinking crafting checks.
I will take 1 crafting check.
You know, it
And
looks
then
a little
someone
bit
needs
unstable.
to disrupt the energy. So, Jarlath, Tatters, either of you have magic to do that? Risu, know of some kind of soap or garlic or something to throw in? I don't know.
Perhaps it would just be best if we worked simultaneously.
I think that's the idea. So I've just given my crafting check for when we attempt this, whatever it may
Okay.
be.
All right, so with
Someone will be disrupting the energies, I believe.
yes, you are correct on that. And someone is required to use their strength in the form of an athletics or other check in order to hold the components in place while the other one is taking care of the blasting arc energy. It will take at least 2 people to fix this simultaneously. You are correct.
Strength.
Now,
Can my crafting check be used to leverage it in place properly then? For
Yes.
the physical component?
Yep. I need a person to disrupt the arcane energy, and I need a person who's strong or otherwise stout to do the other thing.
could I technically interact with it with the Rexium gauntlet because it gets
Yes.
ghost touch when I have it on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Athletics, blind or open.
It will be blind because I have not announced the DC.
Here you go.
Okay, let me look at the thing. All right. Everything's being held in place. Ren has the crafting check of everything needs to go where. You just need someone to stop all the frickin' lightning so Ren can do his job.
What kind of check would stop all the freaking lightning be?
You tell me.
Hmm.
The narrator does not know. However, Ren will tell you. Possibly Arcana would be best. Occultism will also work.
Definitely not me.
I can give it a whirl.
Okay.
Sounds like your job right there.
Ren warns you, if you fail, 8d6 lightning damage. Half damage on success. To everyone in the room. So everyone, yes, Ren warns you.
Yeah, hey Reese, I'm gonna need you to stand relatively close by, just in case that amulet might be a good idea.
I can't do the amulet because it has
All
to be
right,
against
got
the
it.
creature.
That's great.
It's not a creature.
Yeah, that's fair. That all makes sense. Oh boy. Well, here we go.
Ooh. So, Jarloff, you don't know what it is, but you're able to redirect the arcane energy and the electricity with ease. Maybe it's from all the practice of the electric arc, maybe it's because of the gauntlet, or maybe it's because of Ren's instructions, but everything flows through simultaneously and under the alchemist's direction. Each of you does your part and the arcane dampener is restored. Then, inside all of your heads, you hear the following message. The chamber of the creature may now be safely opened. And you feel like the vibrations inside of the Laystone have begun to calm fully.
The creature, huh? Oh, boy!
Listen, there's always a creature.
You can
This
use
isn't
the amulet
a
on it.
creature. This isn't a creature. This is the.
Yeah. There's always the creature. That's why they built chambers in the first place. Just put creatures into it.
Okay. Well,
Let's get to it. Just asking, do we want to be in tip-top condition before, trying to
That's
mess with
fine.
any creature?
I wouldn't mind some more HP, but up to you.
I can do take if we can let me take 10. I can do treat wounds on Tatters and Risu.
I think that would be for the best. I also
Sure.
think.
You know, when Ren does this, I imagine he's like preparing food, and that's what the medicine check is. It's basically him as a chef doing the mise en place.
Well, and remember, if he's French, what is the key to French cooking?
French people.
Butter.
Alcohol. Oh.
Oh. Oh! Miss Paula! Oh my god! He just goes right for the butter!
Take my hero points, sir.
It's like 2 sticks of butter, y'all! Aw.
Thank God.
That would have been so good and appropriate.
Oh wait, those are D10s, not the D8s. There you go. There's the healing.
Okay.
Oh, 9, not bad.
Oh, that's...
I don't know.
Also, you shouldn't be wounded anymore because, treat wounds.
Yes. And
I'm
you've
not up
rested
full,
10.
though. Don't you have to get
Yeah.
full?
No,
Gotta be at full.
well, if somebody uses treat wounds, it
Takes away
just
1.
does. The full hit points is for magic stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what it do.
And I'm gonna eat some more of Kipgata.
Kepgeda nuggies.
Yeah. Just have her diced up in chunks.
She is already diced up in chunks. Speak the word
Exactly.
of power. Speak the word of
Ignition.
power. Speak the word. Speak the word of power.
Does
Huh?
anybody know the proper word? I just said
Bird.
both recently and nothing happened. Oh yeah, bird.
It was, in Shadow Tongue, it would need to be Ignite or Infuse. I don't know if it needs to be in Shadow Tongue, so.
I'll say it in Shadow Tongue.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Try creature.
Fletchling.
There is a big spot for a hand on the door.
Oh, that's a good idea. With the gauntleted hand, just touch the door. Let's go for it.
Okay. Speak the word of power, and now their eyes are glowing.
Which one?
The hazard begins. The guardians of the door activate. All right. I gave clues. I don't feel guilty. Risu, you are the first one to know, possibly because Shadow Tongue. Shit's about to go down. As you see both pairs of eyes on the male and female fletchlings start to light up, one blue and one red.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me just see something here really quickly. Up. Could I possibly see the document we saw earlier?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Just to double check, see if we're actually
All
saying the right
players, observer. It should have been on that from the beginning. I apologize. It doesn't do it automatically anymore, which ticks me off.
It's fine.
Give you observer of all the things you've seen.
Oh, okay. I see this.
Phantasmagoria.
Yeah? I have 2 songs from Phantasmagoria.
I've noticed.
Hmm. And the 2 words in Shadow Tongue are infuse and ignite.
Correct.
I guess I'll walk through Lex. And
Yep.
Put my hand on the thing and say infuse and ignite.
You must choose one.
Okay. Ignite, because that sounds more powery.
Error.
Oh. Infuse?
Okay, you have to use one action to say the word to interact
Okay,
with the gauntlet.
Let's see. So it took me 1 action to get there.
Yep, one action to
action.
put your hand on the thing with the gauntlet. I'm making that fair because it's Lex.
Okay.
And you said ignite first.
Yeah.
All right, that was
Gotcha.
wrong. 50-50 chance.
Okay.
A
Very
character
uncomfortable.
A character wearing the glove found outside the laystone can open the door by placing their hand on the door and saying the word infuse in Shadow Tongue.
Oh.
It's very uncomfortable, but stay there. I don't speak Shadow Tongue.
It's okay. I feel no sympathy. The routine goes off. The male door breathes out a blast of fire while bolts of lightning arc from the eyes of the female door, reaching 30 feet.
God damn it.
Please give me 1 reflex save. DC 21 reflex. Critical success, unaffected. Success, half damage. Failure, full damage and speeds are reduced by 10 feet to a minimum of 5. Critical failure, the target takes double damage and immobilized 1 round. There were a lot of good rolls.
What was the DC again? 23?
21.
21, okay.
Oh, last 0 point.
Okay.
Balls.
Yeah, no criticals.
It's
All
not a
right.
crit.
So, the damage was 16 fire, 20 electricity.
Are they magical?
They are magical.
Fuck. So, are they ghost touch?
Unique,
Oh,
complex.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. Unique, complex, magical, electricity, evocation, fire. No ghost touch.
Okay, that's 15 plus 19. Okay.
Orchard jelly?
Sorry, it was 16, not 18.
I have to scroll up, I'm sorry.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
Aha, I
damn
have
it.
2 health. I'm not unconscious.
2 health. That's like the jelly. Tatterstraw.
We've previously established that soothe can be on undead targets, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Because mental. They are not mindless undead. If they were mindless undead, I would say no.
Oh, so it works, you're saying?
It works if they have a mind, because you can
Okay.
actually soothe their mind. This is not positive anything. You're using occult powers. You're using the power of Hot Topic to heal them.
Here, Ren. Have some health.
Thank you.
Yes, Berlin was very lazy when she told you it would work.
And just in case we go all the way around, I'm gonna cast Inspired Defense on everybody.
Okay. Don't worry, children. I gave you all the tools necessary to avoid this hazard completely. Ren.
I have to get out of the way and heal myself. I'm not. We know what we have to do. It's just I'm not the one to do it.
Smart choice.
And then I'm going to quick do up elixir of healing.
Okay. Elixir of life, you mean?
Yeah, elixir of life.
Yeah. Not the bad elixir, the good elixir. Ooh, I really like the runes on that. The texture. Charloff.
On the die.
Yes, it's very nice.
Well, my first order of business is to run. Well, I don't know what else to do here, really.
Don't worry, we got it.
Just like the jellies.
Probably.
Just like the jellies.
Can, like, create someone a bit more expendable to attempt to help with this, but I don't have a lot of health. And I feel further staying within the funny hazard zone is just a great way to cause more problems that other people will need to solve because I won't have the consciousness to do it.
Sir, that is a courtesy provided by the GM who has graphical knowledge in order to communicate to the players the area of effect.
Yeah. But also, I don't think they're going to chase me.
I don't think statues can chase people, no.
I'm going to move back. Is there a spell I have that can actually help with this? I could cast Grease, which would be that would be the opposite of helping.
No. Now everyone's flammable.
And we're just slipping and falling all over the floor in the hazard zone.
You've turned my clearly detailed instructions on how to operate this dungeon into a puzzle, and now you're trying to make
Yes.
sure the other players can't get out of the hazard.
Is it a hazard zone, or do we need some Kenny Loggins because it's a danger zone?
It could be a
So,
danger
yeah,
zone. I wish I had that song loaded in.
I'm gonna just step a bit.
Okay.
Mhm. Because I don't think I can handle another one of those. And
We have not even made it to the sex demons.
I know. It's quite embarrassing. I think that's all I can really do. Is there an item that I have that would be nice to pull out right now?
You could attempt a counteract check or something on the door. Maybe Arcana to overwhelm the area with magical energy and prevent the hazard from using its routine for one round.
Oh yeah, I forgot hazards work like that. I feel like a fool right now. I'm
Yes.
sorry, I've been up for many hours.
That's okay.
I would do that before leaving.
Okay.
Do it like a conversator right now. I'm gonna roll Arcana. You want that blind?
Yes, please, because I have not announced the DC.
Alright.
That is a critical success and counts as 2. You need one more.
Alright. I'm just blasting Magic at, trying to get it to calm down. I got 3 actions if I do that with my first one, so I will try another.
Okay.
I didn't mean... Is that blind? It's not blind.
That's quite
Oops.
alright. That is a second critical success. The hazard is done.
Oh, okay. Alright.
The door
I
does
forgot
not
what-
open.
Apologies for not doing that blind. I thought it would default, and it
And
didn't.
That's
I'm
okay.
going to eat more people. Wow, Capgate is really not very good for me.
She's not filling because she wasn't like, the flavor of people you like.
There also wasn't a lot of her left.
Yes, she was Cool Ranch, and you're more of a nacho cheese kind of ghoul.
I used to be a nacho cheese guy, and then I actually had Cool Ranch. Now I'm
like
both.
The
both.
hell
Depends
are
on
you
the mood.
talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Both. But like, I remember as a wee lad, and I heard the word ranch and thought, "There's no way this tastes good."
So,
And then I learned it doesn't really taste like ranch.
with the gauntlet on the door, children, what word are you saying?
Do we want to heal up first?
Boingo, boingo.
You're gonna say
Snickers?
infuse?
I'm not forcing anyone to do anything.
Do we want to? Contact shortly after the thing. Do we want to say the word right now, or do we want to maybe get in a shape first?
We should probably do that.
Yeah.
Let's think about this in the most efficient way. I think
Mm-hmm.
would be Ren heals me and Risu, because Lex in the meantime can do Touch of Corruption.
Yep.
Are we immune to his healy things?
For 1 hour.
Hey, you want a hero point? Here, I'll have a hero point, my good friend.
So,
Can't heal me, so.
yeah. It's gonna take 1 hour to do the healing on them, unless you have the continual recovery.
I have continual recovery. And
So
ward
10
medic.
minutes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
he's good. But that's a fail.
Lex, take 8 health back.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So
Alright.
that's 24 plus 8.
So 10 minutes have passed. The eyes on the door are still cold. No magic.
And I eat more Capgata. Because I can do that every 10 minutes. And then
Yes.
I will treat wounds on Risu and myself.
Okay. How much of there is her?
Not a lot left.
That's your call on how much there is of a body I can eat.
I mean, I don't know. We have to do the math. I have to do
I think a
the
body
math.
weighs like 5 bulk.
More than that. I think, yeah.
I think 6, actually. But remember, bulk isn't necessarily a measure
It's not,
of
yeah.
weight.
Yeah, we
It
tried
also
doing
is
that.
a measure.
We
It's
tried.
also a measure of pain in the ass to
Yes,
carry
it is
around.
6.
Yeah.
A medium creature is 6
Person-
bulk to carry.
Okay.
A person isn't really hard to carry.
So let's say
That's the
every Kebgata bite is a light bulk, and every bulk is 10 light. I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's. I think at this point it's kind of hand wavy that I can have plenty. I'm just chop a body, dump it in the bag of holding, sprinkle in timeless salt to keep it fresh, and hey.
Oh, I'm not going to take that away from you. That's a good idea and whatnot. The only way that could possibly fail is if you go to a community of not undead people and they see you and go, no, go away.
Yeah, exactly. It can be a flavorful thing to have to get around, but in general should just work pretty consistently otherwise.
Yeah,
I mean-
mechanically, I'm not going to take things away from the players if they want to, get around something like that.
I mean, I suspect that in that kind of community we would have some other problems.
Yes,
first.
there would. There would be a lot of problems in that type of society, yes.
Yeah.
All right, so 20 minutes have passed now. The doors are... Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, and doing that just because I need it to replenish.
Yeah.
Either to use it for the feeding or to replenish satiated for Swift Leap if I use it.
Okay. So it's been 20 minutes and the eyes on the door are still dull. There's no magical energy going off.
Quickly.
Okay.
I got
Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Surround the
Autobots
door.
Move out.
Formation. All right.
Ninja roll.
All right. What's happening? What are you doing?
You know the words, right?
Infused. It's infused. They're
I don't
infused.
speak that language.
Well, give me the gauntlet and I'll do it.
Yeah, no, just put your hand inside my hand.
Okay,
It's
well
fine.
that works. I'll do that. But
Ah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and you see
Big
something
boy.
go through it, and suddenly there's this crackle of arcane energy, like a fly came in with you and started buzzing around over here, and then all of a sudden disintegrated. No more fly.
let's not stand there. Look, there's a door back there.
This door leads to the place I couldn't see on the security
Correct.
cameras.
This is the only chamber that the security cameras will not show you.
This thing's spinning.
Don't get too close to it.
Still spinning, but not spinning as violently as it was before, shaking the entirety of the lodestone, laystone.
It's a controlled spin.
It is a controlled spin. It's now doing the wub wub from Tron.
as somebody who is interested in physics, I would wonder how it would react to incorporeality.
Yep. This is basically a perpetual motion machine. There is a lot of energy being channeled into this.
Yeah, I think a little bit of black hole probably, as far as I understood it in there too. So
yeah, that's a very
black
good
holes
guess.
are very interesting.
This has the same rules as a sphere of annihilation, only without the moving. I've had so many characters throw crap into this thing to see how it works, and then some characters threw themselves into it because they figured, well, we've done everything we can do.
Well, the thing is, how would a black hole interact with a ghost? It draws in matter, but does it draw not matter in?
Well, you have ghost touch runes on you, kind
Are
of.
you ectoplasmic though? Could it draw?
Yeah,
the
I mean, it
ectoplasm?
would draw in the shield of Gap and the gauntlet, which I don't want to risk, so I'm not throwing myself in there.
Oh, by
the
the
other
way,
thing is it's got magic related to it. It's touching on ley lines.
Shield of Geb is glowing in its presence now.
Oh, hell yeah. It's absolutely the shield of Gap.
Same color as this junk.
Oh, that's so good. That can only be good news.
Jarloff considers it might be one of the artifacts created by the obelisk's power mentioned in the journal.
All right, that's great to hear. That's great historical significance. There is a creature afoot. That is my primary concern right now.
It opens automatically as you get within it.
Oh, it's even tighter. Oh, no. Does it have a laser sensor across it or something? Can we block it?
Yes, you can
Okay,
block.
wait.
You can block the little sensor, and then the door goes.
That's not supposed to happen. That's not safe at all.
No, it's
Oh
not.
god.
No, it's not. Don't block the sensor.
It was up to the safety code of 2 millennia ago, or however long it's
It's-
was.
Oh god. This is a
ancient-
safety violation.
The ancient Egyptian gods did not know how automatic doors should work.
Can you back find them for 2,000 years of safety violations?
If you want to back find
Uh,
Gab, that's your job.
I will absolutely try to.
Okay,
Man.
Risu, are you the first to step into the antechamber?
I guess so.
Okay, go ahead, do the thing. No, Iris, what's
I get
happening?
him. I get
What's
him.
happening?
Oh no, she's blocking the sensor.
Yep. So the other door locks behind you,
Oh, I'm dead.
and you see this creature within the glass sphere, pathetically putting its hands up to the glass and looking at you.
That's
And-
so terrible.
Esoteric lore fails. This is not a terrestrial creature.
Damn you.
Here we go. The chamber of the arcane cell. Violet light shines across the black stone of this chamber. A glass-encased sphere held by a metal scaffold swirls with violet energy. Large glass tubes filled with the same violet energy emerge from the brass enclosure and flow from the walls to the south and east. A large iron vent sits in the center of the floor. As you stand in front of the orb, the silhouette of a hand presses up against the glass, 4 long fingers reaching out for escape from the torment within.
Team.
Then this door opens, because the dramatic effect is lost now.
Gotcha.
Oops.
Yeah, alright, formation! Begins looking at each of you.
Open sesame.
Hello.
Look, Ren, it's the fairy.
Fucking do it.
It's gonna sleep there with us.
It's had all its guns taken away. Looks directly at Lex.
So, what shall we do with it? It seems to be what is being drained to power all of this.
Is that right? Are you being drained?
It just looks at you.
Well, probably doesn't understand us.
Can I think at it?
You can.
I think the question, are you being drained at it?
Nothing.
Huh. I don't want to touch it.
So is this what was hidden down here? This facility?
If you check your quest log,
E.T. phone home.
did you determine the purpose of the obelisk, which was to make magical items?
Yeah.
Okay, then you have only one thing left to do. Return and write your report and expose the secret.
Must we expose a secret?
I mean, if it's to make magical items, perhaps there's a business opportunity in it.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Expose it to a wider audience? No.
Considering the fact that we saw this thing projecting its image in one way or another outside of the bank, it seems whatever wards are keeping it in there might be weakening, and it may not be within our best interests to keep it there, or perhaps we might need to find someone who can make sure it stays in.
Which is why I'm thinking instead of exposing it to a wider audience, perhaps we simply let, the Bloodlord know?
I now have 2 spell books on my person.
Or perhaps let the Builders League know and they can put in place more wards to keep it sealed?
Here's a question. This may be perhaps Lex might have some bias in answering this, but he'd be the most likely one to know. Would this be considered a part of the bank itself, even though it was only built on top of it?
Ah, someone asks the correct question.
I mean, there are lots of legal problems with this whole situation. I mean, Lex gestures towards the thing, and I mean, can I do a legal law check?
Yeah,
to kinda-
yeah. And you also have the contract with you, and you also have those documents with you from the bank. So I am going to tell you that the owner of Grey Dirge Bank also owns what's beneath it because they own the mineral rights and everything else.
So that would be the Builders League.
Well,
I don't
could be
know
still
about
debated
that.
status. Huh.
I do
If
believe
we're
we have
to assume,
documents returning ownership to the Builders League.
I don't.
Operation was,
The
sustained.
bank itself, we can say there's definitely some arguments to be made whether or not Ankarab was there, but he wasn't exactly being paid. He was more just being sealed within the building. But there's that perpetual motion machine's been chugging strong for quite a while now, and he's been working. As I point to the little man being potentially drained of energy.
He
But
just
it was
looks
not-
at you
But the
sadly.
bank was built as a cover for this.
It was built as a cover, but it is still a part. And under that assumption, one could argue that it's in operation.
Was it in proper operation? I do believe we came down here and had to fix it.
Yes,
I mean,
but
It was simply left running. It was abandoned.
Coming
I
back to a
think-
bodyguard, he was properly operating in defending the vault, which was his job prior, probably. So,
There-
Was he not
I mean-
sealed in without peso? He didn't seem very happy about that. Like, that wasn't part of the deal.
I mean, I'm not always happy about my job. Are you?
No, but at least I usually understand what I'm being told to do for it, not
If
just
you know
locked in a
all-
building and not paid.
This is also a job under
Speaking
our
about
laws.
being locked in a building and not paid, this creature is very happy to see all of you, it looks like.
I
That's-
think the building being in possession of the Builders League can be used in our advantage.
here's something I think is important to note. Is I really do not like the idea of everything that we've seen being under the control of only one of the major factions.
It should be under our control.
Well, yes, exactly. So the Builders League have no use for this building. We can ask for, it to be handed over to us after we on a lease, let's say. They don't have to know about the facilities beneath. We just say that we need the building for our operations, and that will cover the cost of maintaining it. I think that would be a fair reward for returning the ownership of the bank as they see it back to the Builders League. They could go for it. And then while we have the control of the building for quote-unquote maintenance purposes, we can start taking advantage of the obelisk.
I mean, we could also open a trust with two important figures from each of the factions which has a claim on it, and with one figure from a somewhat more neutral faction, potentially a reanimator of some kind, with joint voting rights on the operation of the whole thing. We could also add in a couple of, counselors who have also a voting right. So this operation, does not provide too much power to anybody undeserving.
There's an argument to be had there.
In either case, it seems like we all agree that this creature is not being let out.
It's sad now.
Who knows what indescribable destruction it may wreak on the area.
I don't particularly like having it here in this case. It feels quite. It's unpleasant to me. I just don't like this kind of thing. If I'm to be fair, because it's very clearly intelligent. But at the same time, we don't know how to communicate with it, and I can't think of a single way to let it out that wouldn't potentially cause us all to die in here. Seems I'm a minority, though, and not really being a fan of it being in there, so I'm
We
just
could
keep that
ensure
to myself.
safe removal or substituting something else for its position. Yeah, but you are correct. Right now, the safest thing is to keep it here until we know more.
I mean, I honestly have no strong feelings about it until I know whether or not it serves any kind of purpose here. If it does, it stays here.
At the very least, I wouldn't consider letting it out until we can communicate with it, or at least understand what it is and what it craves.
Or defend against it, you know?
So we leave it for now, but acquire more research to the ends of determining what best to do.
Yes.
Sure.
It's reasonable.
Now here's the question. What do we tell anyone who asks about this? Because I believe Berlin might at least be partially curious come dinner time. And, well, we certainly can't be carrying a legendary lost artifact or two on our person when such questions are leveled at us, because they're going to... She might draw some conclusions that are correct.
No, we have resolved the situation. Nothing bad is going to happen so long as we check down here every so often for maintenance purposes. There is no greater threat to Gravedirge from here currently. And you can always bring her down and read her into what's happening down here later, but simply not going to advertise it in front of everyone.
I'm just not certain what to do, to be honest. It feels like our best bet may be a joint ownership of this, if only because there is a bit of a legal gray area in exactly what's going on from a ownership standpoint, as well as the fact that, well, to be honest, and I mean no offense with this, I have no idea what the tax collectors would want with this part of the bank.
Yeah, honestly, the tax code status of this all is weird.
I don't really see why, and the Builders League, on paper, I don't see a reason. Perhaps it could help in constructing stronger or more enchanted building materials, though it seems to be a bit overkill in that department.
Now, the important question is...
Usually the Builders League intends to build wards into their designs to safeguard Geb, so at the very least, while this facility may not have been accessible or usable to them, the design of the bank probably helped ensure it stayed sealed.
Yes.
Now, the important question is, because this potential gray area has not been opened up by the power of the Builders League, how would the celebrants stand to profit from all this?
Oh, we're not telling them shit.
Yeah, no, we're not telling them, but who is the one who stands to profit from it?
Well, in truth, anyone could profit from this with a little bit of creativity, but
do they have knowledge?
Depending on
Do
what
they
their
that's the
plan?
question.
Well,
Knowledge, plans.
Export, perhaps, for making things for sale. Settlements, I don't see this falling under their purview in any way.
But they caused this whole, kerfuffle. As long as they're not in
But did they
bad
do
with
so
Bundesliga.
knowingly? As far as I know, they may have just done it to take a shot at at the manager, who happened to be trying to play them and the tax collectors off each other.
I mean, there are many things done for pettiness only, but I'm not. Coincidences are odd, always.
Because we don't know that, I think it would be prudent to relocate off Karab to guard this place. If this creature found a way to communicate to us how to get inside, it might be a repeatable event.
How much downtime do we have again before the dinner? It's just like one day.
It is this day.
Damn. Because if I had more time, I would be fine with attempting to communicate with it, just coming down here with paper and writing utensils and trying to develop some commonality between whatever language it knows and ours. But
So you can
do so
discern.
later, but
Yeah.
well, obviously we have an appointment to make. It's just a matter of how much we reveal during that.
So
what was?
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I was just about to ask what you were gonna say.
So you can discern within just 10 minutes of trying to interact with this creature and talking to each other that you share no commonality in language or communication means. And whatever form of telepathy or thinking that you're trying to do, being a non-terrestrial, this creature doesn't know it. Your minds may be too different.
Oh man.
So I need to go pretty soon. How
That's-
about we call it here and we consider what
Yeah.
we can do
Sure.
until next week?
But before
think-
that happens,
Text you?
yes, the sex demon. That you are exactly right, as we get why I loaded in the instrumental of Sex Bomb. As this guy
I know what.
comes out of the obelisk, sees you here and says, "Ah, you finally opened the door. I knew waiting here for this long wouldn't have paid off. Well, let me eat the kid, and I'll let you go."
Kid?
Yeah, it's a 5-year-old child.
You're not going to eat
That's-
Tatterstraw. No, I won't let you do that.
No, the blue
You're
one.
on arrest.
It's just like no discussion. You're under arrest. You're a pedophile.
Yeah, no. We have clear laws, even here.
Wee woo.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not gonna let you do that.
It's just like it's staying here. We don't care what happens to it. Immediate pedophile demon comes out. Nope, you don't get this.
Well, of course he doesn't get it. That would require him to make the decision of what to do versus us.
Yeah.
We get to make that decision.
So the Laystone Star does indeed look like a 5-year-old child.
But that makes other things easier on the legal side. It doesn't get a vote.
Oh God. So yeah,
It's-
And if we are in ownership of the place, that would make us its legal guardians.
Oh, yes, of course.
I-
Anyways,
this has turned quite quickly into defending the thing you know nothing about, rather than
no,
yes.
if we are its legal guardians, we have legal authority to decide what to do with it. It's
I-
deemed
I-
our property
property.
to decide.
So you're not gonna let me eat the kid, is what you're saying.
no,
I
you're
may not I may not understand its mind or its language or really anything about it, but I think it's safe to assume that it's not a fan of this plan.
Well, you see, I'm normally the one who eats it because I eat people.
Officer,
That's
arrest
not-
that
you're
man.
Not going to steal
He's the
my
real
shtick.
pedophile.
we don't have laws against cannibalism in general. I mean, you don't know the laws, obviously.
But if he is going to try and eat someone when that's my thing, that's copyright infringement. He's stealing my shtick.
It's intellectual property.
Oh god.
Technically, it is. It is intellectual, and it is now property.
Oh god, I love it.
So he warns you that his first action is going to be his breath weapon, which will hit all of you inside of that room. You're absolutely certain you don't want to give him the kid.
Yep.
Okay, then
Is there
next...
anything else we would get other than being allowed to leave if we let you have the kid?
No, he's a demon.
He's a daemon.
Oh,
Which
no.
means eating a
Please
kid
stop,
is actually
Matt.
perfectly in character.
It's in a computer.
What? Wow.
I have many diamonds.
Oh, right, mailer daemons, yeah. All right, so we'll leave it there because Tatterstraw has to go, but next time you will fight the sex demon.
I will, until next time, draft up a nice document
Wow.
for joint custodianship of the whole thing.
Come here,
Oh.
child.
So we're adopting it now.
No,
Yeah, when it
the
comes to-
bully.
We're owning it.
Yeah, we're upgrading from slavery to familial exploitation.
Okay, but if
I'm gonna like put some 5-year-old toys around the bubble that it can't touch.
oh my god. So
Just taunt it, you bastard.
Ideally, I could get them inside there, but I don't think it's gonna work.
So, since you bring up the concept of ownership, if you own another sentient being, I, as the DM, must end the campaign without question, according to Payazo's rules.
Well, like,
Okay.
hey,
we'll
you
be
said our
landlords.
minds aren't compatible. We can't even really confirm that it's sentient.
It
We'll
is
be
most,
landlords instead.
it is
It
most
probably is, but we can't confirm it.
correct, but the GM knows.
Well, we're not having it doing anything. As we said, we need to find more information. If we're assuming ownership of this place, and it,
Yeah.
at least for the time being, that affords us the legal protections to find out the information and then decide what to do.
You
We're
have
not making it work the fields.
you have all
That's
the
for mindless
information
zombies.
in the journal.
My personal viewpoint, Jorlas rather, whichever, right? Really both, is we currently own a building, or at least have knowledge of a building wherein someone is trapped. I wouldn't say I own them, but if I own the building and they're still trapped in there and I don't know how to get them out, what am I gonna do?
It is a glass sphere, which is very easy to break.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of magic in there, and
Yeah.
I don't want to be the one to do it.
Yep.
And what if we find something else to instead replace the creature with to provide the same energy for?
What if we can draft
If we
up a
break it,
contract
that makes it harder.
So
where
this,
we like drop Skittles and throw a hole in the bottom by the
Right.
top of it, and that's all he needs.
my god. So there is no way to open this glass sphere. It was never meant to be reopened. It was never meant to be opened.
Also, don't worry, the legal document will only talk about the building and its facility.
Dear God, this will be some session next time.
I'm in with the demon, absolutely.
Alrighty, guys. I hope you have a good day. I'm sorry we started late and everything. You guys deserved your weekend and you got taken away for other stuff, but I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, I'm sorry for
No,
being a
you-
little bit
Yeah,
tardy.
sorry for that.
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
have to
thanks for
be
running.
sorry about it, guys. I'm apologizing because I wish you could have had more. But never feel
it's no
bad for
problem.
fulfilling your obligations.